careful. You're tiptoeing eggshells.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jeez. God.
Get it out of your system. We were sitting here for so long.
That's it. We're not recording Ready Set Show.
Okay.
I can't.
So long.
I can't look at you.
Hard
Hey,
canceled.
what's up? This is Off Topic, the podcast that you are watching.
You forget what you were doing there?
That's what I do, man. It's what I do, Jack. Okay, I'm easing in episode 200.
It's what he does. It's what he do, though.
It's what I do, you.
It is what he do, though.
I'm your host, Michael Jones. Joining us this week, you got Jeremy, Trevor, Jack, Ryan. Got some sponsors. Movement, undies. More on that later. Why did you make a thing like...
Well, you said me very differently than everybody else.
Yeah, I was just trying to give different flavor
Okay.
for every person. What are you looking at, Jeremy?
I realize I don't show up often,
he looks
but,
upset.
I'm still a character that's on the show.
All right, let's jump into it, Michael. We got some.
You and no one else.
Yeah. Well, I figure I'll
take it.
Michael's
As the host.
As the host.
For all of us.
Prepare myself to get
chat's not up,
blasted.
so I don't know the react to this. But anyway, so hi everybody. We've got some unfortunate news to tell you about today. Due to coronavirus and all of the stuff going around with that, the AH Live tour, the West Coast tour, is currently being rescheduled. So full refunds are coming for anyone who bought tickets to it. It sucks.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, we are.
Well, shit.
Oh, great. It's frozen.
Not in the recording, though,
Fantastic.
so we'll be fine.
Anyway, so it sucks. This really, really sucks. First time we've ever had to do anything like this, postpone a show like this. We are very upset. We're just as crushed about this as you, but for the safety of our community, the safety of our fans, and the safety of us too, I mean, we're postponing the show. Again, the venues will be reaching out to anyone who did buy tickets. They'll be reaching out to you as far to get your refunds. And this sucks. But we decided, like this isn't something. If something were to happen, it would be devastating to us.
It's a thing where I don't think any of us here are in alarmist mode.
Yeah.
I personally, I'm not concerned in any way of like I'm gonna get sick, but it's like this is the breeding ground.
Yeah,
we're putting
a bunch of people together in a
one
room.
place. It's in the most unfortunate locations you
Right.
could possibly have
Yeah.
at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just both if people, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately,
And so
in the long term.
Kind of, in a way,
it
the
sucks.
decision was put
Fat
in front of
wieners.
us. Sorry, I know this isn't a good time to be coughing.
You've been
Jesus
coughing
Christ.
for days.
He's already got it.
God.
But like the decision was kind of put in front of us, and we had to make that call of like, how would we feel knowing that we held these shows and then someone at our show got sick?
And that would be the nightmare.
And like
And that's
we
it.
just
Right.
morally could not.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't want that on our conscience.
And again, we're gonna do these shows.
Absolutely.
They're gonna happen. We're coming to
Absolutely.
Seattle. We're coming to Los Angeles. Coming to San Francisco. These will be rescheduled, and so we don't have a timeline on that yet, but it is going to happen. I promise you
we
that.
already made the posters.
Yes.
And we
signed
signed
them.
them.
Signed so many
600 posters.
I haven't signed all.
Oh, it's
I burned the last pile.
yeah.
Oh, that's
so,
a good thing to do with it.
Well, I mean, yeah, listen, I know there's a lot of weird information out there about the coronavirus in the media. I'm not going to try and add to that because I'm way underqualified. But the main issue here is it's not terrible. It's not going to kill you like Ebola, but it's so communicable. It's so easy
It
to spread.
spreads quickly.
Yeah, and we sat here as we were trying to figure this out. What if your spouse has gone somewhere? Do you then have to quarantine yourself because you're in the same house with your spouse? And we did the followed the line there. It's like, all right, well, your spouse goes somewhere, they come back, they hang out with you. Now you have it. You come into the office. Everyone in the office now has it, and Achievement Hunter's shut down in within a
Well,
week.
not to mention, it's like the whole stats of it are like every one person that has it spreads it to like
1.5.
3.5. No,
was
it's
it
3.5 to 4.
3.5 to 4.
So
Yeah.
that's the shitty part of this whole thing. It sucks. It really, really does suck. I hate it. It's one of my favorite things I get to do. It's like Extra Life, AH Live are my favorite things I get to do. And having to say we're not doing this is heartbreaking to us.
It really
so
is, yeah.
we will be back. We are going to do them. That being said, a positive thing that we are doing, since we're not going to be in Los Angeles next weekend, Achievement Hunter is doing a 12-hour stream from 10 a.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central on roosterteeth.com and on our YouTube channel as well, where we're going to be playing games, we're going to be goofing around, having a great time. Everyone can watch it. It's public, it's free, but it's kind of we wish we were there. We'd much rather be in Los Angeles doing Off Topic Live, AH Live, and then going to Seattle, San Francisco. But hopefully we can have some fun. Hopefully we can do some stuff that we would have done on stage that you guys might get to enjoy. And again, it's terrible, but here we are, and this is a shitty situation that everyone on the planet is dealing with. And hopefully, like it'll come away and everyone will be happy after it's all said and done. And we're basically just gonna tase the shit out of Trevor for 12 hours straight.
Shit,
Yeah.
is that what's-
And I volunteered.
Is that what we're
And,
doing?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're already running through stuff. We talked about doing a mat workout
Waterboarding,
portion.
tasing.
We're trying to, as best we can, not just do a stream, but try and make a show out of it.
It's gonna be not just a normal stream. Like we're gonna have a little bit more shenanigans to it. It won't be fully produced like Extra Life or anything, but it's gonna be a little bit more like we'll have some stuff like you'll know things are coming up. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So again, 12 hours with Achievement Hunter, and
I would really love for you guys to come to the website where we're going to stream it on the website and on the YouTube channel.
Yep.
On if we can, both
Anyone
of them.
can be
but
there, absolutely.
all of you can watch it. I want you to all come in and break the chat. I want you to be a part of this because it's gonna be a lot of fun. And it's not gonna be what the live show could have been, but I'm really excited about doing this.
like
so
a self-quarantine stream, basically. Yeah,
kind of.
As I've been
Next
calling it,
Saturday,
the Cord Street.
That's
March,
next Saturday.
March 14th.
March
March 14th,
I
10
just
a.m.
checked the
Central,
date.
10 a.m.
March
Central,
14th.
10 p.m. Central. And
We were
so
gonna do some
TTT, there will
TTT.
probably be
Yeah.
There
We're
will
gonna do
definitely
some
be
GTA.
TTT.
We're
talked
gonna
about
do some
talked about
One Night
bringing
Werewolf.
Shock Jenga's coming back.
Shock
Maybe
Jenga.
Coup is gonna throw in there. I might build some Lego if I get bored.
Yeah, it's a
We'll
little,
see.
you know,
I get bored.
it's a little
Well, Jack,
You guys
smorgasbord.
are doing something. I'm like, I'll stand over here. Like,
This
I mean,
was-
we did a
I
reunion.
mean,
He was on the beach doing the
was
This
fun.
was,
It was fun,
I
so.
mean, had the decision, knew that the show was going to be canceled, and I think within 10 minutes started coming
yeah,
up with
immediately.
this.
It's like I mean, that was
Like,
the thing.
what are
It
we
was
gonna
like
do?
when it was like, okay, we can't do the show. It's
I
like
mean,
we
we all
gotta do
have our
something.
fucking flights and
Yeah,
everything. I mean,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just fucking bought
My
mine.
Yeah.
whole family had flights.
Yeah,
to
as
Seattle.
my dad was going to Seattle, San Francisco. I was going to Chicago this weekend.
Like I just
It's
like literally we were in a meeting where we're like, it's this for the safety, this is what's happening, and I was like texting my parents, like, it's off, it's off, it's off.
And so, anyway, that's the gist of it. So shitty stuff, but hey, 12-hour stream, we're getting out of it.
You know what?
So,
After the stream
and
though,
everyone
come back
can
to my
enjoy it.
hotel room. We're gonna have a big party. It'll be great.
So anyway, we love you.
That's a
Now
good
we
place.
will continue our regularly scheduled podcast.
They should play the
People
Bishop
are-
game.
People are taking this really well, and
Yeah,
I
tomorrow.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I think that's good that people have got the idea out there that
It's
this
doo-doo,
is something to
but
take
yeah.
seriously.
We were
Yeah.
hoping most people would understand.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
no one is happy about it. That's
No.
something Jack really wanted to hammer home. Like,
Yeah.
none of us
Like-
are happy about this. We
Yeah.
all love AH
also-
Live a ton.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean,
Sucks.
more so than, I mean, like, I love Achievement Hunter, but more so than anyone in that room. I put a lot of work into these shows, and it's like,
Yeah,
all right,
you do.
and it's like me and Adam Baird have been working on a ton of stuff, and it's like, well, all right, I guess we're gonna kind of hold that, to save those
Put a pin in it.
those
All right,
Google
we'll be
files
back.
for future
And
episodes.
since I'm seeing it come up repeatedly, March 14th.
March 14th,
March
is when we're
14th.
doing next
And we
Saturday.
also-
If you're watching this on YouTube, it's next Saturday, so it's probably right now. If you're watching this, or no, a week from right now.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't take that long to
Sorry,
put this
I
up.
was getting distracted.
But we also wanted to say, like, again, this is like a more or less, I mean, a group decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This wasn't instructed
no one,
to
no one's,
us.
yeah,
Yeah.
no
This
one's
wasn't-
fighting this. No one's like, well, this is stupid.
You
We should
guys
still do it.
aren't
No,
doing
we,
it, and-
we all came to a consensus. It sucks. Like, and you've seen how quickly this stuff has spread. How fast it's gotten worse. Like, Italy went from 9 cases to over 1,000 cases in a week. And
Well, the
so,
shitty ass thing is that
Actually, you can get it from shitty asses.
Yeah.
you can't
true.
get it from shitty asses. Wash your asses, people, and your hands. But it's like 2 weeks at least.
Until symptoms.
Until symptoms.
Yeah,
show. Like,
yeah.
like
It's
it,
nine
they
to-
think it's
like
even more than
9
that.
to 14
Incubation,
days
9
is
to
what they
14
say
days.
now,
Yeah.
which is wild because you could go around for 2 whole weeks
I
not
think
knowing
already-
that you're spreading it.
I think it's
Apparently-
already stretched to like over 20 days.
Wow.
On the backside of
That's
it,
wild.
you can test clean on an oral swab and still have it if they test your anal swab.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is there really a rectal swab? Because I
They
was
gotta
It's
get
all
you
I-
at both
it's all I
ends.
use.
I was
Trevor,
really,
they gotta get the
I
front
was
end and
really
the back
selling
end.
it hard on Sarah that was how, or maybe it was Barbara, that they only test by anal swab.
Yeah.
Well,
that she-
apparently now it makes more sense because the oral swab can be a false negative.
Well,
at
are they
this
using the
point.
same
Wild.
swab? Do you go
Oh, yeah, no,
mouth then
mouth
anal,
and
or
then
the
ass.
other way?
Well, if they go ass to mouth, then it's no good.
You gotta
You never
You
go
say
ass
you
to
can't
mouth.
do it,
It's
but
a
you
can't go ass to
can.
mouth.
You
doctor.
can. You can.
I mean, some people go ass to mouth. but-
Carbon footprint.
So, and like, I was explaining this the other day to a couple of people, but I, as we said earlier, I've very recently had a cold, right? And the thing is, so obviously I got fucking nervous, right? I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna die. But like, so like 2-3 times a day I'm taking my temperature and being like, if there's a fever, I'm just a bubble. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, but nope, nothing. It's just I've literally had a cough and that's it. Like, there's just
Dude.
like and
Every time you cough,
And
you get 6
I
lumps.
can't. I just literally go out
Well, we don't lean
I
in.
don't.
We
I
lean
don't
away.
go
I
get my own
lean in.
food. I have food delivered now and stuff like that because like I went out to like HEB whatever. I was like grocery shopping, and I'd like do this one and cough or like this and cough. Everyone looks
just-
at you. Every
Yeah,
single
it's like,
person in the store.
I
Like,
just
turns and
cough
stares
on the
at you.
bananas and put them back.
Like, and I'm just like I
Pretty much when I
Because I'm
walk
not gonna
around
go to these
now, if
random
I'm in
people.
public, I like sterilize my hands like a doctor. I'm just walking around like
I do
this
that
with
too.
the gloves, just like yep, not touching.
I do that
anything.
around the office if I have to use someone's controller.
I will
Like,
say, I've watched more YouTube videos on how to wash your hands properly than probably
just
ever.
wash your hands.
But there's like the crazy
20
thing is-
seconds.
Wait, you
20
need-
seconds.
do
Happy
the
birthday
front and
twice.
the back? How?
Happy birthday twice. Well, that was the thing because I watched a video. Someone.
Sing happy
Wait,
birthday
happy birthday
twice.
twice?
That's what they
That's,
say.
that's a sign in
there's a
the
sign in our
bathroom that
bathroom.
says that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I'm
But
like,
no,
what am I getting? Like, it's a smell. That's what we
Happy
go
birthday.
mad listening to that.
Or-
Mike.
or
it's
Or
supposed
just
to be
count
20
to one
seconds.
20 times.
That's
That's
true.
another good
One.
timing.
Wing.
One.
Yeah.
One.
It's a weird way
But
to
no,
do it.
I
Count
watched
to
a video.
120
No, I-
times.
Yeah.
I watched a video where someone like they were blindfolding people and putting paint in their hands and saying like soap up your hands how you would normally do it, and like 90% of the people, their hands like basically it was the backs and the palms were painted. Everything else was still like it hadn't
I
been
only
touched.
wash my
They
hands
took
like
the
this.
blindfold
Oh,
off
gosh.
and like, you asshole, why do I have paint all over my head?
Yeah. God damn it.
So yeah,
Just shit,
Anyway,
And-
do the thing between the fingers.
I wash my
get the
hands
thumb, get
exclusively
the
like this.
sides.
I, as a parent, instructed Achievement Hunter this morning just because there's a lot of misinformation. Antibacterial
Yes.
squirts,
Yeah.
hand sanitizer
Yes.
is effective if you get 60% alcohol or over.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not as good as scrubbing with soap and water.
Tito's vodka just came out. Said they are not. They're 40% alcohol. They're not 60. So
You
use
can't
these-
dip your hands in
Can't
Tito?
use it.
Yeah,
That's what I've been doing.
I'm just
Apparently,
saying
people were
drunk.
saying you could do that.
It was
It's
just
like,
very early
goddamn,
on. There was
people are
this thing
stupid.
spreading that hand sanitizer did nothing, but
Yeah.
that got Facebooked.
Every
Some
time
people
it's
just
so
In
it's like,
fairness,
oh,
there were
I
also
use
people
hand
saying you could gargle bleach.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That was
Don't
a
do
thing.
that.
No.
Don't do that.
Gargle
And so-
bleach.
It got-
Don't do
it
it.
got snoped.
I'll just say if someone comes in and says they have a hunch that it's going to be fine soon, fuck them. No. If you get sick, you stay home. All right. Don't go to work. Don't do anything like
Well,
that.
the crazy thing is this defense that it's like, when it gets warmer, things are going to be fine.
Fucking
it's
Australia.
spreading in Australia.
Yeah. It's
Who are we talking about?
Gee, I don't know.
No one at all,
Not some
Trevor.
complete fucking idiot
What are you talking about?
that people listen to.
Landon?
Anyway.
Imagine your 5th grade self looking into the future and learning that as an adult, you got a MeUndies membership. They would laugh hysterically, but joke's on them because MeUndies is known for their super soft undies and their flexible, fun membership. If you choose to sign up, you'll get perks like site-wide savings, free shipping, and new undies delivered to your door each month. So go forth, be an adult, and sign up for that MeUndies membership, even if your past self is laughing at you. I love my MeUndies. I think everybody knows this by now. Achievement Hunter loves MeUndies. We wear them all the time. Sometimes a little bit of a scrap over who's gonna get the MeUndies. I always do. But they're super soft. They're super comfy. Lots of different designs. There's plenty to choose from. What's not to love? You probably heard MeUndies are the softest undies to ever grace your nethers. That's because they're made with micro-modal. What the heck is that, you ask? It's a magical, sustainable, soft as heck fabric made from trees. That's right, trees that make your bits feel like they're floating on a cloud. They're designed to be the softest thing you've ever put on your body and offered in a range of sizes from extra small to 4XL. MeUndies doesn't just make undies, they also have loungewear, which recently had a glow up. Check out their new line of styly micro-modal loungewear you can wear in and out of the house. They know they're on every podcast, but that's just because they're looking for true undie domination. They won't stop till you try them, and you should. MeUndies has a great offer for my listeners, that's you. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. This is a no-brainer, especially because they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. To get your 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/offtopic. That's MeUndies.com/offtopic.
Oh,
what it was?
Lannon.
Yeah.
It's Lannon and Adam Kovac.
That fuck.
Don't even say his name.
Sorry.
Adam Kovac?
He will not be named.
Is there beef with Adam Kovac now?
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready. Let's do
Don't
it.
even get him started on Adam Kovac.
Oh,
Oh, that guy.
Adam
Huh?
Kovac.
Not
Hey, no ideas
Adam
coming out soon,
Kovac.
though, right?
What's
Go
that?
watch that.
Oh, yeah, no idea. Go watch that show.
Is
It
that
looks
the-
really
the
funny,
20th?
actually.
They were.
I love those intros.
When I was out there, they were very excited about that show.
Oh, yeah, they
James
were-
and Adam kept talking about like how
Yeah.
much they.
I
loved
poked
it.
my head in while they were filming it, and they were looking like they had a really good time while they filmed
Yeah.
it. So I'm excited about that.
I heard some of the things they did. And it was like, oh, shit, that's going to be really
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
So, Yeah. Anyway, lots of fun stuff filming. For those of you in the know, Hardcore Mini Golf is filming next week. We're very excited.
Don't
You
give it
just
away.
said it. I mean, it was in the like 2020.
Yeah, I mean,
Until we
people know
get
about it,
rained
so-
out.
We say when we're gonna film it.
I don't think that
whatever.
Next week.
matters, does it?
Yeah.
that's the
It'll
answer.
be
next
out
week.
in 8 months.
No, it's going to be out much quicker than that.
I mean, I'd
8
stop
months.
giving them information.
Not 8 months.
I was just
That's all I'm saying.
exaggerating.
Live
I
in
don't know.
Texas, just
say it.
Much
It's
like
not 8
hardcore tabletop, I will show up and then blank it from my
There
mind.
you go. Good call.
And then it'll come out and I'll go, oh, I said that?
It's going to be
That
a lot
made
of
me
fun.
laugh.
I was say we have a lot of crazy
water.
characters in the show, and I've heard some of the costumes that are coming out. It's going to be fun.
What the hell? Where'd you get that?
Apparently,
I didn't do anything. I just pointed
Fredo's
at it.
in the chat telling people to drink hand sanitizer.
Stop it.
Oh Jesus!
Stop
Don't do
it
that,
now.
Fredo.
Hey.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. And just don't say Fredo told you to do it. If you do it, I don't care.
Oh, God damn it,
He's done
Johnny!
it.
What the thing?
You cough!
Pet-a-ting.
I'm going to spend
There
the
we
rest
go.
of this like this.
That's fine.
This has
that's
been
not
my
effective.
life.
That's
It's
not
not.
Been my
effective.
life.
Anyway,
What he's doing.
so
Okay, so I do want
Hardcore
to.
hand simulator.
This is probably up no one's alley. But
we go.
Hand sanitizer.
Shove it up there.
Right. There's some viruses that can't be taken out.
Sure.
With hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Is Corona has it been figured out if Corona is or is not one of those viruses?
Shit, Trevor, they don't even have tests for the damn
Yeah,
thing.
it's true.
No.
Put your anal swab back on the
I'm
market.
just saying, I read 60%.
I'm gonna ask questions.
I'm
to
just
see,
trying.
'cause
I'm just trying to
I've got an
counter
anal
the
swab in
clever.
right now, just for later.
Just to have it.
I'm wearing a condom right now,
I
so
told
no
you
one
I've been
gets
taking my
pregnant.
temperature like 3 times a day.
Yeah,
It's
just
right up
ooh.
there.
Just have it in with like a remote. It's Bluetooth. Like, all right, I'm good right now.
I just literally have a chair and it's glued to the chair.
Oh, that's really funny.
I've got
Hey,
my
sick.
anal
Am I-
swab on
let's-
vibrate mode.
Let's answer this question
Go
because
ahead,
Jack
please.
already kind of let the cat out of the bag. Someone said, "Wait, where was the footage from the mini golf from that was in the trailer?" That was
What?
faked.
Oh, yeah. And boy,
We haven't shot it yet. They were like,
Holy.
we need like 10 seconds
Yeah.
to
We
really
just
ca-
tell them it's coming, but
we
that's
way
not it at all.
overfilmed it, too. We
shot
shot for
we
like
shot like 30 minutes.
shot so many
We shot
things,
so
And
much
then I
stuff.
wasn't there.
And they
it's
used
it's
Ryan's,
3
like-
seconds.
Yeah.
These Ryan's like anus ball, and
it
then
was
like,
it was a
Anus ball.
nutball is what it was.
and then we had like the hero shot of just 4 of us. There's gonna be like
I say
12
there's
people
a lot.
I think
playing.
a hole in
There's a lot.
one. There's 16 competitors.
16
I'll let you know.
competitors,
16
okay.
competitors.
There was a bit
really funny.
that we did that was very
so glad you
staged.
asked
Oh,
that
yeah.
question.
But
Lots of fun stuff. So the
Do not send us surgical masks.
please
No.
Don't do that. There's
They're
a shortage
useless.
of them.
Yeah.
Those don't
They're not
prevent you from
useless. They're
getting
useless
sick.
in proper situations.
Those are
but
when you
we
are
use them.
sick.
When you are sick, they help not infect other people.
They help.
They help. They don't.
as long as you don't then
They don't like
take it off and rub it in someone's face.
which is a funny thing to do.
Which is hilarious.
Very funny. There's a lot
Jack, can I
of
have that
potential
bottle
humor.
behind you?
Can't reach
Oh,
it.
thanks.
Which
man.
one?
What do you think? Okay.
That's the one.
He's being,
That's
I
the
would
one.
know.
being cheeky.
That's
When
the
step
one.
up. Come
Jack,
on,
there's
have you met
another
him the
bottle.
whiskey?
Gin.
It's
Who the
just-
hell drinks gin?
This
I don't
guy.
know.
Do you really?
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
why not? Ryan, it's Jeremy.
Bond does.
You don't have to.
He has a martini,
You don't
beer.
have
I've had a
to.
beer.
which could be gin
No.
or vodka. God,
I
it
can't
smells
make words.
good.
Does it? What's it smell like?
Pine tree.
Pine.
Pine is gross. I hate
Two
this.
That
tab
smells
the
like
set.
something I would clean a floor with.
Hey, new glasses. These
You're
are
thinking
available at
Pine Sol.
store.risty.com. The green
I said who
ones.
tabbed
You get
the
good
set.
ones, right?
And I just
Yeah,
wanted to
and
make fun
there's
for no
also
reason.
shirts with
You
those
see
designs
that?
on
Let
them.
me get a look
they
at
are
this.
Good.
Bye bye. Would have been good though. Would have been funny.
Would have been
Hey.
funny.
Would have been funny. Too early. Too early. in the
What's
You
podcast.
got me.
works
We're
right
already
now?
10 minutes late.
This
Brain
is
elixir.
one of these two, and then
Is
one
it
of
the
these
third
two.
one?
It's the one with the
The one at
voodoo.
the end.
The Voodoo Ranger?
Yeah,
Okay.
That bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spill, we got a
she
spill.
Spurt. She spurt.
Okay.
So
What is this doing here?
I don't know. Jack put it there,
Get
and
it
then,
away.
and then I
Well,
apparently said top.
It got worse.
No, you said it fine. I
It's
just
so
wanted
much
to
worse.
attack you.
I'm
Jack,
moving
what
your
the fuck was that?
That is
Jack
worse than
likes.
Gavin and
Oh,
Lindsay
hey, I was
combined.
wondering why my leg was
Sorry
wet.
about that.
I got.
Where's the
soaked.
paper
Never
towel
wonder.
dispenser?
Oh, now I'm gonna smell like beer all day.
They don't put it up
We're also
anymore.
filming.
We're filming a beer ready set show.
We're filming a ready set show
don't
beer
care.
episode, and I wanted to call it "What Beer Won't."
What beer won't?
Yeah. Basically, anything a beer can do, you can do too. Thanks, Jack.
We're trying to figure out what a
Give me
beer
a
can't
wet-
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AH brand hand sanitizer and surgical masks. My pitch for if we had to go ahead or decided to go ahead with AH Live was that we sell AH branded hazmat suits. At the
Have you
door.
seen the purple and orange bubble suits? You should. You
I
should
just
check
heard
those out.
stop.
They look fucking awesome.
No. Thank you, Trevor.
You got it.
Oh shit!
What happened, pal? Pal's my new word, by the way. And it always
bud.
comes.
Buddy.
Oh well, listen here,
just
pal.
Don't call me
Sounds-
buddy,
It
pal.
always comes out so sarcastic.
Because
too.
no one says pal to a pal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like, yeah, but what the fuck, pal?
Dude, number one.
Hey, what are you doing over there,
I
pal?
pal people.
Hey, where are you
pretty good.
parking that
Dude.
car there, pal?
You know who does a real good one? Eric Bud. Hey, Bud. How you doing there, Bud?
Oh, Eric
Bud
Bud.
is like,
Eric
you
Bud's
sicken
people.
me.
Do we
Yeah.
have a bud on the
Oh, no, he doesn't work here.
Soundboard.
the
I
soundboard?
don't think he's here.
Nope. Okay.
But
Even when he's
tomorrow, if you're watching this right now, that means you're a first member. Unless you're watching this right now, not now, like on Saturday. Or
Thank you, Jackie.
years in the future.
You're welcome.
We're doing.
Shut up, Jackie.
We're doing snack attack.
What does that
Please
mean?
let the
me
man do his
the
thing.
Goddamn
It's Friends. It's from
promo.
Friends.
Let me
the
do the
man.
goddamn
Sorry,
face
I
jam.
was-
Do it.
I was distracted by a thing.
Say your thing and I'm gonna think I'm gonna
Hey,
say.
Hey,
Get
watch
rocked.
Space Jam.
You're gonna get rocked. Well, yeah, you can watch Space Jam. That's fine. But tomorrow,
him
Snack
with
Attack stream, because we got so many snacks. We eat a snack at the end of every episode. And much like Awu, it's gone off the
out of
rails
control.
already, and he's got like 50 snacks. So much like Awu, instead
Right.
of doing an unboxing stream, we're doing a snack stream where we just snack rate,
So
snack
you're saying
rate, snack rate.
the more people
With a T.
that send in snacks, it just builds up around his desk, burying
Oh,
them
take a look.
slowly.
Yeah, that's Nick in the. I forget
The
what
Snack
hell it
Attack
is.
Why does he have a
Pile.
dick nose?
Well, so Nick
an
is not
emoji.
allowed to be seen.
Yeah.
So Eric always puts a sticker on his face. While you found that one, find the other one. It's a couple back with the dragon on his face. That's
That
my-
one is the funniest
That's my
one.
favorite.
So he's piling it up on Nick's desk.
No, I don't know. Who's to say?
Well,
There's a room and there's desks and I don't know what they do in there. They
Do they have
jerk
like
each other off or
timeshares
whatever.
or?
Eric has a high desk and he stands.
Oh.
That's all I know. He goes, I'm standing.
All right, real quick, I've been harassed by a few people. So
we go.
for the stream next weekend, the 12-hour stream, the 10 to 10 stream, RTTV will be open for everyone. It won't be
yeah.
locked behind a first membership. So
Hell yeah.
anyone, if you want to go watch it on roosterteeth.com, you can, and it's not going to be restricted to first members. Anyone can watch it.
Michael,
So,
can I talk about
Only Jackie told me that. Just Jackie, no one else. So
Yeah.
Jackie
no
gets
one
all the
else.
credit for that one.
Before you
If
talk
anyone's
about it,
curious.
Jeremy, I'm gonna freak out if they don't put the. That's
There
not
it
it.
That's
is.
not it. Does that look like
There
a dragon?
it
to you?
is.
Too far. That's a fucked up Yeti. Or it's like
It's a sunburned Yeti.
It's a devil, but he's got like an Eskimo hood around him.
Yeti.
It's in between those two
I'd call it a
posts.
fucked up
I've
Yeti.
seen that emoji, but
It's a
it's always
green
so
dragon.
small. I can't tell what it
I
is.
think it's him with the sauce at Taco Bell. He's going like this. You'll find
Oh,
it. And
oh, I've seen that.
I
That's a good one.
want because I don't know if it will make it into the video.
there it is.
There it is. That's
my
the-
favorite
that's
one.
the-
It
that
barely
was
covers
funny.
his face.
I like that one a lot.
So I said if Nick is on the stream tomorrow, he's got to wear a mask.
Okay.
That makes
We got
sense.
some.
Yeah.
He's
We
like,
gotta
I
borrow
get you
one?
like Jabberwockies.
It's got to be really bad like that.
We got plenty of masks. So.
Oh, they whip up a paper mache mask real quick.
When
That's
you
fine,
when
dude.
you do Face Jam at RTX and everyone's rolling in there and you're doing a live audio podcast, everyone should cosplay as Nick and bring their favorite mask.
Yeah, nothing's more terrifying than looking out over a sea of bad masks.
Yeah, you won't see him
A
there.
sea of
So you
people
know.
that
Oh,
you
wait,
can't
is
make
this
out who they
the
are.
Space Jam or an anonymous meeting?
Well,
man.
listen.
What would you like to
I don't know if
discuss,
it's gonna make it in
Jeremy?
the video, but during that ad read, or not ad read, but the Face Jam read, when I was like getting all up in you, you told me you were gonna rock me.
Well, even
That's
just
the thing
you,
that-
you
Sexually.
asked me, "Are you gonna rock me?" And I said, "Yes, I will."
This has been a new thing now that I love because I don't know. I think it's from Cryme's.
I think
it was
so.
during the
Yeah, it was.
absolute
It was.
fucking that was Cryme's.
And
So-
this is, in case you're aware, or so you know, Part 0 came out.
Right.
Which was like
Part
a total,
trash.
Part trash.
Part trash.
It was
It's
a
called
total,
part
it was a-
trash.
It was
Part
a total fuck
trash.
job.
Yeah.
And then we've had other GTA's come out since, and people were wondering like, are we not
Has Cryme's
continuing
Part
it?
1 come out yet?
No, that's what
Okay.
I was saying. So people were like, did they stop doing it or whatever? Basically, because of the fuckery, we just couldn't get it up and running before the next GTA, and we had like the one with Adam Page came out in between that, I believe,
Which people enjoyed.
which they enjoyed.
Yeah.
But we are doing Crimmies, and we have successfully gotten through the ick of just the game being broken.
Right.
Right. Which is
So we've
there's a lot
begun
of
filming the Crimmies. So this is the one you're talking about. Has
And,
not been released yet.
And the thing I've forgotten about Crimmies too is even saying how many we have filmed could be a spoiler.
Right, which is why I did not.
that. Right.
We've begun.
But we're filming more Crimmies and so we're doing a bunch of missions, and there's a lot of missions, as you guys know, in the Doomsday, or you might not know, but in the Doomsday heist that we're doing right now.
Just also, she's parking in the spot.
Yeah, she's in the spot. She's in it. There's 3 different kinds of missions in the Doomsday heist. There's the heists, which are the final things. There are setups, which are like the mini missions before you do the heist, and then there's preps, which are setups for the setups that you
Right.
do in
Yeah.
public lobbies.
Which are
so
usually just go steal
Go
a
get it,
vehicle.
it's
come
usually
back.
go get that and bring it.
But you're at risk of people on the server attacking you.
But you can die. There's no like
Yes.
restrictions of dying.
And that's
or
the weird
hard or
thing.
any
Like
of
we
that
were
shit.
even wondering if we should leave in preps and stuff like that because it's like there's no sense of
There's no high
urgency.
stakes.
There's
It's
no
not like
high
high
stakes that
Yeah.
Crimmy's is known for because it's like, oh, I'm dead. Oh well.
Well, there is. The high stakes is will Rockstar servers fuck us?
And like so that may or may not have happened. So a lot of the one of the videos we've recorded kind of recently with Crimmy's, there was a lot of Rockstar just dropping people, and because we're so nervous about stuff not working, it's like if Rockstar dropped one person, then we'd all have to quit out of the game entirely, close the application, and open it back up just to make sure we're all in the same area and doing the same thing. And one time it was taking extra long to start up. We were getting bored and antsy. I mean, like literally, it was
That's
like
when, like-
15 minutes.
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
Just
a
steps
reset.
in.
I mean, it's GTA. A reset is an eternity.
Yeah, and like it's and we have webcams because it's Colonel Mastermind.
Sure.
And at one point, I stood up, and my webcam's on, so I was like, "Oh, screw it." I turned around to my webcam and I started just like crouching down and like sticking my ass into the webcam. But I didn't realize that I was also in Michael's webcam.
Yeah. Like fully, your full body.
Yeah, so I was like, just like shoving my ass, like doing squats basically, like shoving
Yeah.
my ass to the
Jeremy,
webcam.
you were twerking.
Not really. I was just kind
Whether
of doing
you
squats.
realize it or not, that
You
was
were-
about
I
what
don't
you
know
were
what
doing.
you were
Twerking is just kind of an ass.
It was a
move.
light
doing
twerk.
It was a light
doing
twerk.
a light
I call
The
it
white
light
man's twerk.
Yeah,
twerk.
exactly. The white man's twerk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was doing that, and not realizing I was in Michael's camera. Michael's just sitting there staring at his own camera.
I'm staring. Yeah.
And
Jeremy's
then-
next to me, but I'm looking at him in my camera.
right.
I'm just watching.
And then
him.
Michael very quietly just goes, "I'm about to rock you." Like not having any of it. And I was like, "Why?" I'm just like showing off to my camera. And Michael's like, "You're in my camera."
I fully thought you were just doing it to me, because like your like ass was to your camera, but your face was in my camera.
Yeah.
So you're doing it, just going like
I want them to put those webcams
smiling,
together.
and I'm
will.
just like this, just staring at you, just.
That's if it makes it in the
Oh,
episode.
that's gonna make it. I gave Ashley a lot of notes.
Because like
Okay.
I gave her notes.
I'm sure there's gonna be things of like that'll happen. You know, us sitting
I-
there, the old men will show up. This will happen.
I
but
told
it's just
her
like a pandemonium for 15 minutes.
When there's editing and it's like a full shutdown, to save the editor's sanity a lot of times, it'll be like, hey, this is an hour and a half. And they'll go, oh, and I go, but there's like 25 minutes, just get rid of it. And they're like, oh, cool. So
That's
it's like an hour
that's
and
the
5.
wet dream when you're receiving editing notes.
Right.
It's like we recorded an hour and a half. But half an hour of it can just
Just
be
literally
deleted, and they
chop
go,
it, take it.
"Oh,"
And
and
I
they
was like,
ascend to heaven from
so,
it.
They really
so
do.
I was like, it's long as shit. There's a lot to cut out. However, you got to go through it because there's some gems in there.
There's some
and
gems.
that's like a gem that's in there.
Yeah.
There's, like you said, the old men show up. We get, it's like mixed with the stress of doing it, and
It's dusk.
and
That's
then
right, that's
slammed
dusk.
with the incredible
Yeah.
boredom. It's like, oh,
That's
oh,
dusk.
high stakes, high stakes. 20 minutes of nothing.
The O2 meter
Oh, we're
was
back in.
bottomed out.
It's
My favorite part about the
It's
Kimmy
like being in a
series,
room that's being having the O2 sucked out of it and then forced back in
Right.
over and over and over again.
I've had
my,
sips out of that.
my favorite part, yeah.
Don't do it.
Of the Cryme
Do
series
it!
is that it's like my blind spot to Achievement
Thanks,
Hunter.
man.
Every time I hear about it, it's something wild and new. Because I know about pretty much everything that's going on, but I don't. It's like Cryme's has just taken so long because of the issues with the server.
It beat us down. We just stopped. That was it.
So it's come and gone and come and gone. So when I hear about these things and like what's going on, I'm like, it's a
But
full on blind
it's
spot
so
to me at
it's
this
just
point.
so
It's
tasty.
wild.
We're like, that's it, Crimmies, I'm done with you. And then time goes by,
they
and,
were
we,
like-
and we all go, it wasn't that bad, was it?
All
right.
Then we
let's
get
do
back and we
Crimmies.
go, oh,
hardcore Minecraft's like that for me. I'm like, oh, I always want to play it again. I know, like, fucking Fredo is like, I'm
Dude.
not a huge fan of it. I'm like, I want to just get back and play more.
Yeah.
Of it.
That's because Fredo doesn't die.
I know Fredo is Mr. Magoo. I don't know if
He does Magoo his way through a lot.
I
do
watched him
Idiot.
when I was dead. Him just walking past creepers, like hello, and it's like what?
Somebody posted on the Achievement Hunter subreddit like
drop
the
creeper
Maze
twice.
Runner map in Minecraft or something like that, and I don't know if it had mobs in it. No one responded to me, but I saw it on the subreddit, and I feel like having a theme of some sort like that where we're all in the middle and that's the safe haven, but we have challenges where we have to run out into the maze and maybe we go in pairs or something and then come back. Like that would be a really fun iteration of Idiot. But
Well, Crimmy's, what we've
Crimmy's.
also talked about recently, Crimmy's fills this video slot. It's like not an actual named show type thing. But we totally pair Criminal Mastermind and Lasso as basically the same
it's
thing.
It's almost like Get Good.
It's high pressure.
Right, it's like high pressure.
high
It's
stakes.
difficult. We're known to be very bad, but we're actually trying to accomplish something that's set to be difficult.
And it just happens to be the same crew.
Right.
Like, that's the thing.
The GTA and Lasso kind of led into it where now that is the crew because of those two series, I feel like. But it did not start that way.
Also,
we didn't poll the room of like who wanted to do it.
That being said, I am 100% fine with not being responsible for fucking up something like
Jack,
that.
I totally
So, like,
thought you were going to go, I'd like to be in it.
no, fuck that.
You were in Lasso
First of
before
all,
me.
what the hell?
Remember that you were in the worst level we ever did.
Sierra
The first
117.
fucking level of Halo
Damn.
3 took us like 3 hours.
it was horrific.
That's like
That
when
was
you
a
open it-
nightmare. Half a
Well, that
day
was us
almost.
getting
remember
used
that.
to it, that thing.
It was, but-
Also something to address while we're on the topic of Lasso. We know that just recently Halo Combat Evolved came out on the MCC and the PC.
Lasso Combat Evolved
That's the
coming
thing.
soon.
A lot of people have been calling for Lasso. They're going, do Lasso, do it. You know, it just came out and
Yeah.
everything. That's a whole different animal because it's only 2-player. The campaign's only 2-player, and I know people have been like, oh, well, you could have the play pals,
a lot of logistics
Team
to
Nice
it.
Dynamite, you know, and the
Battle
Battle
Buddies.
Buddies racing.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well-
we have no idea what that video would look like. The
I don't
best
know
way
about,
to
I don't
film
know
it.
about racing. I would almost envision it as like 2 Let's Watches where it's like you with the sidecar of Ryan, and then you guys can swap
But like
up,
even
and
that,
then
if you
and-
had someone as a sidecar,
maybe you swap when you die.
Yeah, here's the
Like,
thing.
imagine
it's boring as shit to watch.
Exactly. Well,
Like if you're not
please go
playing-
watch Lasso. But
For you, I love it. I'll die.
true.
Yeah.
Well, you're watching in the comfort of your own home or wherever you
But
are.
it's so hard to
I'm
not
like,
play.
Give me,
Right, I get
I'm
sick of
sitting
Gavin
next-
sitting next
Why
to
don't- why
him.
don't you
Let
stop
alone
when you
watching
die?
him play Halo for like hours.
Okay.
You know, so I just
We're talking about it.
there's a whole thing. If
Yeah.
Lasso is going to happen again, which Lasso will
will.
happen
Well, I
again,
mean, ODST
it's going to be an
still
ODST.
exists.
It'll be
Yeah.
ODST
I mean, Halo
next.
ODST.
Halo 5 is out there
Halo
too.
4.
You skip right over that
Oh,
one.
did it?
1,
I
2, 3,
forget which
5.
ones we've done.
We've only done 3.
We've done
And
3
Reach.
And Reach.
and Reach.
Yeah.
That's it. So
I assumed you remembered Reach.
I
ODST
remember
4
Reach,
and
we just
5
did it, yeah.
are still there.
Yeah, ODST we've all agreed is definitely next. Not to
Yeah.
say we won't ever do Combat Evolved, but that one's going to be a little bit more effort just to
Yeah.
make sure it's like an enjoyable series and it's enjoyable for us to do it.
Right.
Maybe we're lucky Legends will drop right out of the box with the Lasso we can do.
That'd be
I'm
cool.
I was
Not
kind of
Infinite,
hoping that
sorry.
we're going to
Halo
add in a
Infinite.
4-player co-op.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, you know, just add that feature into the
I-
PC version would have been great.
Now it's time to move on to our all-time favorite underdog success story, Movement Watches. Founded on the belief that style shouldn't break the bank, they've sold almost 2 million watches worldwide by bringing quality design at fair prices. Got this beautiful, sleek watch here, minimalistic. You know, it speaks to me. You know, nice. I like it black strap, black face. Got some compliments. Goes with everything. Wear a shirt. Usually you do wear a shirt. T-shirt, nicer clothes. Just adds a little pizzazz to your outfit. Ooh, is that a Movement? Well, yes, it is. Thank you for noticing. Plus, Movement has a ton of different designs and interchangeable bands to fit any occasion or be the perfect gift for someone. Movement watches are all about looking good while keeping it simple. They don't tell you how many steps you've taken or blow your wrist up with text messages. They're not overly intrusive on life with notifications, text message, emails, etc. They tell time like true classic timepieces should and look good doing it. Movement started with 2 college dropouts wanting to disrupt the watch industry and make a real quality product that anyone can enjoy. And since their crowdfunding began, they've sold over 2 million watches in over 160 countries. Movement watches start at just $95. You're looking at $400 for the same quality from a traditional brand that's outrageous. Save your money with Movement and be just as pleased. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/off-topic. mvmt.com/off-topic. Movement's launching new styles on their site all the time. Check out their latest at mvmt.com. mvmt.com/off-topic. Join the movement. And then also know what time it is. Somebody mentioned before hardcore hand simulator, I think they said, which just reminded me that we've been doing
I read hardcore hand sanitizer. Are you talking about the chat?
Maybe that was it. I really wasn't.
I saw Hand Simulator too. I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
I don't know.
he's
It's
right.
on our brains.
We have been playing Hand
Yeah.
Simulator. You know, a couple Let's Plays have come out with like the guns in the
my
room or
God,
whatever.
that kid.
So we just did one the other day, and like Hand Simulator's fun, but it's also agonizing. At least the one that we do in the conference room, because it's like really hard controls.
Right.
You're trying to put
you
a-
get the
a
Magnum,
gun.
you just
drop
give
the
up.
gun, and then it's like, well, I'm done. And then
Yeah.
you just sit there at the table, and you go
Waiting
like
to
that.
get shot.
So,
Yeah.
so there's so many games, but like some of them are like 8 players, but some of them are 4 players, and they don't tell you until you get in the game. So we were trying to kind of like dick around with some, and we ended up finding one the other day that we were playing. And unlike the gun one, you could just play it. It's just like, you know, it's still like stupid controls, but far more playable. Where like you're doing something
Right.
until you get killed. There's no like, oops, I dropped this. I'm out, but I'm not dead.
Right, just sit
By the
there.
way, if someone has a list of the game, the
Please,
multiplayer
or just
games,
like,
how many players there are,
Which
and
ones are
what that
good?
is,
Some
Yeah.
are just
I
too
would
damn
love
slow.
to see
We've
it.
Some are too
fiddled
damn
with a couple
slow.
of them, but like, yeah, it's clunky as hell.
There's
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 no
tedious
way.
there's
to
good
launch them one at a
clunky,
time.
and then there's bad clunky.
And then there's
where it's like-
McClunky.
Yeah.
McClunks.
McClunky.
McClunky, dude.
But it reminded me we were talking about when we were talking
Cheers.
about. Oh, I'll throw it in there. Okay, hang on.
oh,
hang on.
I didn't know there was
I'm
an
back,
opening.
man.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
you're
know
back.
that.
You're
I
back
saved
in
you
the
the other day.
saddle.
the
Welcome to Ready
greats.
Set Show.
So, in a similar nightmare mode of GTA, while Hand Simulator is fun, it's fun and infuriating at the same time. The game we were playing, we were literally playing. I just go,
you okay,
this
Michael?
is just fun. Was a
Dude,
shot.
no, it hits hard.
It's strong. I had like more than a shot too. I was like, "This is fun. This is just fun."
I think we can say we
I
were
love
playing
this.
tanks.
I think it was
Yeah.
the 5 of
whatever.
us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the tanks. In
So I'm
It
just
was
like,
fun as hell.
I'm just like, this is just fucking fun. And then for some reason,
Yeah, it was literally this
It was
great.
weird.
Yeah.
It was weird because the 4 of you guys spawned in one spot, and I was like on the other side of the world. So the round would start, and every time, by the time I drove across the desert, there'd be like 1 or 2.
Michael
of you.
shows
Why did I start like this? It was I just turned.
Michael
Yeah.
rolls in and it's like the jaw was.
I would always
there.
go,
It's just parts
and
everywhere.
I would just see people killing each other on the other side of the level.
Who
So
are the people
we
that
ended
start
up.
as the sand people?
The jaw
They're
was-
like,
yeah.
no, like
Oh,
the,
this- yeah, the same-
the Tuscan Raiders.
Yeah, that's it.
We ended up resetting because I was like, I'd like to not be 2 miles away, and Jeremy was like, I'd like to not die in 1 second.
'Cause
from
you guys were-
Ryan.
I'd like to not be next
Ryan
to
and
the best
Jeremy
one.
spawned looking at each other,
Pretty
right?
We
much, yeah.
quit the game to just because it ended up being like it was just the 5th player. It's like they had clusters, I guess, of like where the
Well,
spawns
Hand
were.
Simulator makes no effort whatsoever to
No,
randomize spawns,
They-
move them.
So we quit the
anything.
game,
They don't
tried
care,
to
but
reopen
hey,
it, and it
yeah.
was 15, 20 minutes, and I just went, I hate this again. I hate this again. I was sitting there going, I
And
don't
that's
like-
why
I
we
don't like
can't
this anymore.
find
Never mind. I don't
different
like this.
game types.
It's brutal, dude.
It's
to go
wild.
from like to just like we can't. It won't work. It won't
Yeah.
work. Like we just couldn't get back in the game right. The game kept fucking starting when there was only like 3 or 4 people in it, and it was like we were
Yeah.
just playing. Why don't you work?
Fucking Death Snail. You got is that
Death
video
Snail.
out
No,
yet?
It's
not
back.
out.
Is it out? I don't know. It's a Thursday, so it could be.
No, I don't think
Unless it went up today.
Another Death Snail's been recorded. You guys told me about it. I wasn't there
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Why
We
It
did it because
sounds
you were gone.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
I
So
I
Death
need to
Snail
play it.
is back, and if you missed the first one, it's we kind of stumbled into the idea of that game mode in another GT or in another Gmod.
Yeah.
And the idea is it's kind of like murder, but the person is a snail and they're very fast. So Bender 180, I want to say,
I'm gonna get a drink. I'm
on
dying.
Twitter, and it's
Yeah,
Bender with a
yeah.
different number on Reddit, made that game type. He tweaked the murder stuff, and he's been working with me through Twitter to kind of modify it.
We
and
released
he's
one
updated
episode
it.
already.
Right.
One
Yeah.
episode's out.
We,
That's
we
the
filmed,
early
so we
version.
filmed a new one with Afro Sinju.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one I was.
And
there
so
for.
now there's like
Yeah.
salt bombs and there's the snail trail and stuff. And so it went really well.
I
It
walked
was
in, you
so
were talking
fucking
about
fun.
Death Snail, and someone was like, "Oh yeah," and then this happened, and the snail got caught in the salt
Yeah.
or whatever, and I was like, "The salt? Like, what are you talking
We
about?"
need to revisit it. We need to
Oh,
play it again
I
with
wanna
you.
play more of it,
You
yeah.
need to play it, and it's public now. So I think we went back and put it in that description. I know it was private for a while because we were still working with Bender to tweak it, but it is now public. So or there you are, public. So if you want to go play it, you can go download it. Super free. All you got to do is buy a Gmod and all the stuff. But
free.
super free.
Not just free.
But I would
Well,
love,
it's
honestly,
free
if
if
you
you own
guys,
Gmod
I would love
already.
you guys to make videos in it. It's super fun, and I'd love to see the kind of fun that you guys
like
have
going
in it.
around
you know?
around the internet, around the internet vibes. Hey,
What's
also,
up?
I mean, we all have social media and stuff. Feel free to ever like send us if there's a game that you really think that we should play that we haven't hit yet, or games that you want to see more. Let us know or put it in the comments.
Yeah.
We read the comments. So like
Yes.
if you're like, please do more of this, or you know, I want to see more of this, or blah blah blah. Like just
Or like
let
if
us
you
know.
want to see less of Trevor.
You know,
Yeah.
we want to
No
know
problem.
what you guys
Just
want.
tweet
what
me
you
and
wanna
say,
see.
I don't want to see you. You
Go
know?
away. I love you, man. I follow you, but leave.
But
Dude,
do that.
you know what video I watched yesterday? I was
up?
like just when I was like going to sleep, I was just scrolling through age videos and Pokemon and stuff like that. And dude, I came across fucking Call of Duty gun game, and I love it so much. Those videos are always so fun because it just devolves eventually into like Ryan stabbing people.
Yeah,
and, like, he'll, like stab Jack, and Jack will be like, "Fuck you!" He's like back to the sniper, like because Jack's like notoriously not great at the shooters. So when he gets someone, it's a big deal.
The thing about gun game, which is pretty awesome though, is like it isn't always one-sided.
No, it's
right?
not.
Like you and Ryan, and then like Alfredo are like way better at games.
Well, it
Like
depends on
Call
what
of
we're playing. If
Duty.
we're on a controller,
I just mean like
Alfredo's kind of.
that's true. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Is gun game in
But
Modern
like-
Warfare now? It
But
might
like,
be.
they get like heavily one-sided. Gun game, like it's so different and just luck-based.
I've had some
yeah.
runs in gun
that
game
like
before, actually done
I'm
pretty
just,
well.
It's just very even
Yeah.
usually.
You just
I mean,
see-
like somebody will do fucking terrible one game, but it's never usually like one person won by 10 points.
Well, because
you know?
the thing is,
It's
like,
all
eventually the
even.
person in the lead will hit guns that are like notoriously
Impossible.
shitty.
So
It's
you're
like-
like-
it's like a sniper
Like
rifle.
Sniping in a hallway.
like a sniper, or like the Scorpion, or like some like these guns that are just not great, and then they'll come into contact with the people lower down the rank who have
shotgun.
much better
Yeah.
guns,
Yeah.
and like so those people lower down will start
Yeah.
catching up, and it gets very funny.
Dude, I've been playing probably too much. I don't know why. I just fell back into Modern Warfare, and I've been playing
I've been
a
seeing you
shit
play it,
ton of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I've been in the hardcore maps too, which I used to hate, but like I've just been rinsing people. I found my loadout, and I got an SMG with no stock, and I'm rolling around. I'm now the plague that I used to fight against on Call of Duty, sliding around and jumping out.
ass. I fell off of gaming
what's
quite
wrong,
a
Michael?
bit.
Trevor's the plague.
Oh,
No.
careful.
You said it, guys.
Hey,
All right, pal.
pal, buddy.
I
Sit
fell
down,
off of gaming
sister.
quite a
All right,
bit.
bud.
Like, you know, I was like coming in and playing Isaac, like, and like, so I still every day I come in, I turn on Isaac,
Yep.
and I load up because I'm trying to get all the achievements on Steam. There's 403 of them, and I'm off by 5. And
What are those 5?
4 of them are based on just picking up
Like
every
luck?
item in the game. So like every single item, you have to have picked it up at least once and done
Okay.
every challenge and everything like that. The thing is, there's a bunch of achievements that when you get them, it unlocks a new item. So like I don't have access to all the items yet because
so
of the
they can-
5th
they
achievement.
stack.
So the 5th achievement is to play 31 daily challenges, and I didn't even know those were a thing. So I hadn't been playing them the whole time.
Ooh.
You got
So I
31
started
days,
it like a
pal.
while ago. I don't know how long I've been doing it, but all you have to do is play a daily challenge. So you don't have to win. So I literally just
just play it.
I open
Oh,
up
that's
Isaac.
nice.
I say daily challenge. It starts me as whoever, and then I
Yeah.
run into a room and kill myself, and then I escape, and then I close it up Isaac.
Okay.
And
I
I've
like
been doing
the
that.
enemy's like, here he comes. Oh, he just killed himself.
Oh,
Just down the.
and then I just stand on
weird.
spikes until I die, and then that's it. So once 31 of those are up, but like, so I haven't been really gaming at all. But I started playing Zombie Army 4 again.
Which is a lot of fun.
It's so fun because it's just a fun mechanic. It's, you know, the shooting feels so good
I've played a
in
lot
Zombie
of
Army.
it on Xbox, but I've used the keyboard and mouse plugged into it.
Oh, that's a great idea because I've been playing it on PC and it's only on the Epic Game Store.
Yep.
But I think it's one of those titles, either it's just not working or it's not supported, the cloud saves.
Yeah.
So I go home and I play like a bunch of it. I'm going through the campaigns and then I come here and I
Don't have it.
I can't load it up.
No, it's the Xbox. It feels just as good on keyboard mouse, and you can, have achievements.
Is that why you're playing it on Xbox?
I am kind of because it's got achievements
I
that are worth
get it,
doing.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean, if it runs smoothly, I might as well just.
I'll be
do
honest.
it.
I've been doing
Zombie
a thing
Army
lately where I have a second gamer tag that I used to use like forever ago. Just if there was like 2-player shit that I needed, sometimes it's
Yeah.
just easier to have like an alt account. Like it basically exists for nothing. But I have it and I dug it up and like I took a break as I was just playing a bunch of games that I'd never like got around to play because I always like much like TV for about 6-7 years I only watched The Office and It's Always Sunny and I was like I gotta watch something new. So I do the same thing with video games where I was like okay I need to play new fucking games and I was like I finally went and played Doom. That's when I was like in my Doom craze in the office. I got my Doom desktop backgrounds. I'm excited for Doom 2's coming out this month. Tomb. But I took a break because I finally got sucked back into playing like old games.
Yeah.
Because I stream with Andy when I can, and he's playing Resident Evil 4, and I was like, oh man, I haven't played that in 9 months. Better play that. And I sorted out like my whole other extra gamer tag, and I was like, ooh, I'm missing an achievement on this one, and it just like made it extra enjoyable to go
Yeah.
get an achievement. Like I played the game a million times, but I just went like.
But you're
play,
going
if I can play it and get an
someday.
achievement. So I've been like replaying some older games with achievements, but the advantage of playing older games, and that's why I was like, I'm okay with it because I I want to play new games, is because I've been listening to The Witcher because I don't give a shit. I don't need to listen to it. And I'm finally this morning I started the last book. It's not the last book. There's one more, but like the whole series.
Non-linearly.
Right.
written.
The whole series comes
Yeah.
out in chronological order, finished, and then like 7-8 years later, he wrote an 8th book that has nothing.
He
not
wrote a
nothing
cash-in
to do.
book is what
he
he
wrote a
wrote.
cash-in book because
Yeah.
the game started coming out, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Fuck, I guess people still like this shit." New book, and it's like
Yeah.
in between two other books. It's almost like a sigh. It's just like here's another taste, you know.
Yeah.
So really, the story ends with this book. But I'm fucking excited. One, because it'll end my pain. And two, then I'm gonna play The Witcher 3 finally. So I'm like,
Your
Good game.
restraint on playing that is admirable, and that game is a lot.
yeah, the thing is, it's a lot, and also my restraint, it's not really an issue because I hadn't played the game anyway, and it's 4 years old, and I went, I can wait, you know?
The
I
weird
played.
thing is-
The thing is, I also didn't want to get sick of it, and I played so much Witcher 2. I was like, not that far, but 8-10 hours into Witcher 2 when I discovered that there were tons of fucking missable permanent perks.
Oh.
So I restarted the game.
So-
Just did it all over again.
But you've
Blah.
been holding out on Witcher 3 until you finish the books, but you played 1 and 2.
Yeah, well, I
which
played
still
2.
take place after the book
Oh, it
series
spoils
ended.
it heavily.
What's
Yeah.
happening is
But I'm just like, the thing is, it's not so much just like I don't want it spoiled. It is definitely you get more out of it. Because even as
Yeah.
I started the books when I was in the middle of Witcher 2,
Yeah.
and even going back and forth, there were just random miscellaneous missions where people would be talking about shit, and I'd go, "Oh, that's from the book." Where if I hadn't listened to it, it's just kind of just it's information, but there's nothing behind it.
Yeah.
For example, and this is if you watch the show as well. In Witcher 2, there's that whole I went with Yorvith, you know, you choose one of the two paths, and there's the whole Saskia thing. You know, and spoiler for Witcher 2, the game's 9 years old, but
And the books are older.
the books are older. It's also why I don't give a shit about talking about it at length. I mean, shit, if somebody spoiled it for me, I don't care. It's again why I'm not like, oh my god, the game
Yeah.
spoiled it. It's like 20 years old.
Also, if someone just gave you a synopsis of the book series, you'd be way better off than reading them.
It ain't worth it, man. it ain't worth it. But there's this whole thing with Saskia and like the gold dragon and shit. And I'm like, I know who your dad is. I know that guy. And I just get like an extra level of enjoyment. So I decided to go through the books anyway. So I just kind of want to maximize that little lore, the
Yeah,
bits of lore and
absolutely.
the information. Because like while I finally understand what you were saying as far as you always said like the games aren't canon. As in they're just like, they're all after the fact. So like, the fucking guy could come up with a new book today,
Sure.
much like Game of Thrones, and be like, none of that shit counts. This is what happens.
You could give it the real Disney treatment. Yeah.
Right, or what Game of Thrones is gonna get if he ever writes those books and finishes them.
Someday.
It's like, fuck the show. This is what actually
never
happens.
happens.
He could do that with The Witcher, but all the book shit it is in there. Like,
Yeah.
they build off what's there, they just make up the
They
games.
played good homage to the book
Right.
series.
So I'm
in the
just
game.
like, I might as well finish the books before I play Witcher 3, because then I'll be like, I remember that chapter. I suffered through it. I told Jack, I got into work this morning
Yeah.
and I was
Mhm.
screaming.
You were hot.
I
You
was
came in.
screaming at Jack about starting the last book. And I went, where's Ryan?
Yeah.
And I was mad
and
too
ranting
because I
about
went,
Witcher.
I know he's not going to be up to where I'm at yet, and I just want to yell about it.
I love it.
I said that.
I love
I said to
sitting in
Jeremy
on
at this
those.
point, and I said I almost smashed my car into a tree on purpose because I was listening to something this morning that just set me off.
You sucked me back into this because I was at the point where I was like, I just can't handle this writing anymore. And then you keep coming in and you're like, it's something to talk about. And it's like, it's fun to yell at it.
It really is fun to
And
yell
then
at.
it made me get the next book.
It's
So
really
that's why
fun
I'm
to
almost
yell
done
at.
with Tower of Swallows.
You were always the
And wait,
Witcher guy.
Yeah.
And you were like many books in, and then around the third or fourth book, you were like, "I'm back in." Like
back in.
and I think you were like on the fifth book somewhere.
Yeah. And I was like, I'll stop because I can't do this anymore. I mean,
Right.
at the point he got to this
need to
point,
vent. You
and
need
where
to
he was
vent.
mad this morning, I had something from the previous book to yell about, which was, and this is just an example. Here's a little taste of what it's like to
I
have
love
to
this.
read.
This
this
is-
author.
This is why I listen to it. For
Here's
this,
a little
right
taste
here.
right here. Okay, so most authors, there's like he set up a fight scene. There's going to be an awesome fight that's about to happen. Shit
fight.
is going to go down.
Big fight.
They have built up how awesome this character is at fighting. You want to see what she's going to do. You know whose perspective the fight is told from?
The fly on the wall.
A mostly blind beggar, who
no.
climbs under a table
Hiding under a
at
table.
the beginning of a fight, and in the middle of the fight, a body falls down and slaps him in the eyes, and he's completely blind.
Jesus Christ.
No, I
This is it.
understand.
He's right, though. He's
no,
right.
and this is I come in.
And I said to Ryan, I go, who's holding onto the table? And he's like, he's holding onto the table. He literally goes, the beggar knew what to do in situations like this because he'd been in bar brawls before. He conveniently placed himself under the table and held on steadfast to one of the legs. And then the whole fight scene takes place.
And
It's
then they fought.
arm hit the floor. And he was worried. And it's like, talk about the fucking fight. What are you doing?
I love this because
Wow.
I'm one of the first ones in the office usually. Michael walks in, Ryan's already there, and it just goes. And I just sit back and like listen to this.
You
and
don't
I'm
even
like,
know what we're saying.
I feel like-
Enjoyment
no,
out of it.
I feel like I've read the books.
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude. It's great.
Ending with, I gotta say though, ending with Witcher 3 over all of these things will probably be the most satisfying.
Well,
because
it's also
there's
satisfying because
so-
it's a goddamn video game
Well,
and I get
it's
to
video-
do something.
It's also a really fucking fun video game because like I
It
went from the
is.
show just straight to Witcher 3 and I had the appreciation of knowing some shit, but like knowing all the lore and the other games, it's gonna like wrap. Well, I don't know if it'll wrap it up, but it'll be much more appreciated by someone
Well,
who
to an
knows all the
extent, it's
deeper
also
lore.
it's the kind of game that I refer to, and I know that this term sounds bad, but I call them nothing games.
Sure.
And it's the games where I can literally like I can put on a video or something like that and then just play it. Like,
Yeah.
and I have stuff going in the background because you're just like doing things, you're going around this big world, discovering things,
Yeah.
doing these side missions. And I
listened
love
to-
stuff like that because it's just like you have fun, it occupies your time.
The
and it's just
amazing
good.
back part of that too is this is what I realized having been playing The Witcher 3 as I've been reading the books, because that's how long The Witcher 3 is you can play that game forever.
hundreds of hours.
Oh my god!
And the
yes.
main plot line, at least as far as I've gotten, which I've put dozens of hours into Witcher 3.
Ain't enough.
And the plot line, as far as the main plot, the trying to find Ciri,
Yep.
is just like the books, where he's
Yes.
just wandering the
Yes.
fuck around and never finds her.
He's
Starting up
just
again.
getting shit
The
on his
first
shoe.
half of the plot for the
shit.
game is going to the Bloody Baron and needing to do a favor for him, and that becomes a favor for a favor for a favor.
It's
and
amazing
then, and
how
then
like
you
the
wrap
books.
it back up the
They
chain.
nailed it.
And along the way, you found so many side quests and other things and bushes to look
Yeah.
in, and at a certain point, I was like, listen, I love the mechanics of this game. I love this world. I love the world building. It's parallel to like Skyrim, and I love that kind of stuff. But fuck, I just want the story.
But
So
fuck,
I
where
just
is
ignored
she?
all the witching, just like the books, and I blasted forward for Ciri.
Witch is my favorite verb now.
Witching.
Ever since you guys have talked about
Yeah.
it, you're like, he doesn't do much witching.
Yeah, there's no
love
witching
that.
at all.
That's true.
And then I was
Witching
like,
being
I was
monster
ranting to
hunting.
Ryan because as he's said it forever, I also love the idea that like even when I started with the books, Ryan ranted and raved at how much he hated the writing. He's
something-
like,
it's
I
really
hate,
in there.
I hate how he writes and this, and I would just facetiously go, no. No. And I'm at the point where now I'm like, it's awful. And Ryan was like, I know. And so we're always just like, he's never witching. He's fucking around doing nothing. And then I get to the point where the
Witching.
Witcher goes, I'm not a witcher anymore. I'm like, no, even he knows.
What this
He
is-
knows he's not a witcher.
I love
I will
that
tell you.
He's
term.
breaking the fourth wall.
Witching.
I will tell
Kill
you
something!
what this sounds like for the books and what it felt like for all of Witcher 3 is that this guy loves edging.
He's at a permanent edge.
He's a master edgelord.
He's at a permanent edge.
You edge the whole time because like the game, the way it like resolves, and obviously there's a couple endings, but the way it resolves is super fun. Like it crescendos into this great battle and all that, and so that was awesome. But man, there is a lot of mileage to get to that. But also like
yeah, dude.
I love witching. It's like saying, man, the Dragonborn hasn't done a lot of Skyrimming. I love that. Like, I just love it.
Dragonborning.
It's Dragonborning.
Yeah, it did a lot of rimming.
Hadn't done much rimming. Who knows?
Doom guy has
it's
done a lot
each
of
their
dooming
own in
lately.
characters.
That's what, but
Yeah.
the Doom guy
Hey,
only dooms.
Master
always
Chief,
did.
he's
Doom
been-
guy dooms.
he hasn't been
100%
Haloing.
He's
No, Master
busy
Chief.
dooming.
Master Chief is always chiefing.
That's fucking next week or some
Oh, he's
shit. Or it's
cheating,
like
but
2
he ain't
weeks away.
Haloing.
Oh man, that's like 2 weeks away. Oh,
Animal
that's my
Crossing
life.
and Doom, same
There's-
day,
That's
right?
my life is Doom. Once
Ryan,
like,
I'll tell you, you're close to it. There's a satisfying payoff at the end of the book you're on. Maybe the last like 40 minutes.
Edging,
or so.
I'm telling you.
It's not edging. It's finally like you finish.
Yeah, that's the end of the edge.
But I'm just like, man, if only the books were like this 40 minutes. Like, it's the end of book 6. And I'm
mean-
going, okay, here we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
I'm telling you,
Hang on.
that's
I mean, for reference, basically, you get to the end of book. Was that 6? I don't even know
That's
what
6
number
is
it's on.
swallows.
It's at that point.
Yeah, he does.
You
Tower
finally get to real time. People
Yes,
have been
yeah.
describing
In chapter
events,
11. It's the whole
sometimes
series.
in court,
Yeah.
So they're like
sometimes
tails.
from the future.
It's so
Wait, what was that?
unnecessarily.
He's getting worked up.
I'm
getting
getting
worked
mad
up.
because
That's
he
a good
spent so
cut
much
to
time
Jack.
setting up this fucking apocalypse that's gonna happen, and meanwhile he's telling this story from the fucking future that exists.
No,
There's not wincing.
dude,
We need a witch.
the book takes place like somewhere in like the 1200s kind of deal, right? But and so much of the book will like it'll kind of be telling, and then it'll jump ahead like 50 years and be like, we couldn't believe what happened that day. Da 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 da. Not tell you what they're talking about. Then it'll go back to like 50 years. Then it'll jump ahead to like the 1600s and be like, the archaeologists found the bones. And you're just like, I don't give a shit. Just tell the fucking story. I don't give a shit about 500 years from now. What the fuck? They're like describing like, dude, there's this whole thing with Dandelion where he's like, I have my tube where I'm writing my memoirs and this and that. And there's this whole dialogue where they're like, well, you're an idiot. Why are you carrying that out? Somebody's just gonna find that. And he's like, I'll never drop this. No one will ever find it.
500 years later.
400 years later,
They
as they were
found it.
excavating,
He dropped
for the
it.
cave- Oh, I'll spoil this. Someone
looked like this
finds
was
it.
dropped.
An archaeological team finds
They're
it.
so excited.
An archaeological team finds it.
shit.
They're so excited. Some fuckers steal it, run away with it, open it up, and then go, oh, I don't know what any of this shit is. I'm gonna burn it. And then they just burn
Oh,
it.
shit.
And it's like,
All for nothing.
Anyway, let's cut back to when he's writing it. Just so you know, it gets burned up and goes nowhere in the future.
Author
It's like,
is so
why?
incredible of setting things up and telling you they're pointless at the same time.
It's like Game of Thrones.
The end of the
meaningless.
Can't be
the
televised.
end of the 5th book, right? Siri is like, Siri's in this fucking mess. This shit's happening. What's gonna happen next book? Tune in to find out. And then the 6th book starts, and it's like, oh, it's on Siri.
Yeah.
And she's just in some dude's
Going to the
house.
bathroom.
She's in some dude's house, and you're like, oh, what's going on? Like, is this where she left off? And she's talking to a guy, and she's just like, I'll tell you the tale of what happened. It's like, oh, wait, so you skipped ahead from where we were to the future, so then you can go back in time instead of just starting at the time. The entire book takes place in that time, and then as Ryan said, in the last chapter, you get to, okay, we're caught up, and now she's left the guy's house. The 6th book ends. She does a thing. The 7th book starts. She's talking to a guy, and she goes, let me tell you what happened. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Again?
What is
2
this?
books in a row?
What is this, the Star Wars sequel
It's
trilogy?
unbelievable. I'm like, just fucking continue where you left off.
I gotta tell you, there's not a lot of things in this
Why?
world. There's not a lot of things in this world. Having published 2 books, there's not a lot of things in this world that make me feel like, and you know what? Maybe I'm not that bad of a writer. But when
He
Michael
just-
and Ryan
Oh, boy.
come in screaming
boy.
about Witcher, I go,
I love that.
I think I've done okay.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If
Jesus.
possible, could you in your next book just have a scene where someone is narrating the book that they're writing about someone telling a story about something they
I'll be
saw?
honest. Here's the
The
thing.
Hobbit?
When I'm writing, I
It's
don't.
not even The Hobbit's better than that.
Of course it is.
I really don't like when I'm writing going back in time at all. Like I don't like that because I'm like it just feels like
Clunky or?
it feels clunky of being like here you're in this present time blah 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 and then you go
Also, I
oh,
forgot
but
I need
my
to explain
God.
this
and then,
thing.
yeah, and then you go back and you're like but here's what actually happened. It's like all right
The
like
thing is,
explain
like-
that in a different way.
Right. The thing is, like, I'm all for a
weird.
mystery, but it's manufactured mystery when it's like, let's just skip it, and then the mystery is you just know the end, but you don't know the middle. Instead of following along and having a mystery and then having the mystery pay off, it's like, let's just jump ahead a year. And then a year later they go, you're never gonna believe what happened. It's like, well, because I don't know, you didn't tell me. And then you'll give me little pieces along the way instead of just telling it in fucking order. And that's the entire series.
Also, you've put the results ahead of the story. It's like, well, is it all of this horrible thing's gonna kill her? Well, no, she's telling the story.
Right.
Oh, but does she come out of it horribly? Well, we know exactly what's wrong with her. She's, that's
she got the scar.
She got a cut on her
So
face.
it's like, here's where you start. He talks about the scar, and I'm listening and go, I guess she gets fucked up. And then it's like, let me tell you what happened. And I'm just going, is this when you get fucked up?
But
Because I already
also-
know what happens. You told me that.
But also, I guess it doesn't matter in this because in the grand scheme of things, like series and the games and whatnot, and the games come after the books.
I mean,
but like
in
if
this
you
day,
had
but
right,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
in this day,
if you were
but,
reading
like,
them as they were new.
if you're reading them as they're new, and Siri goes, "All right, let me tell you about this thing that happened."
Yep.
You hear that entire story, not ever nervous that something's going to happen to Siri.
Yeah,
You're like,
because
she's in the future
you know,
telling it.
you know.
You know she's
That
fine.
being said, occasionally people will just
Stakes
die
are
and come
gone.
back to life, and he'll just sprinkle in like a, remember when I died?
We know. We know we died.
It
Anywho.
sounds
But why are you here?
I appreciate this world he's built, but also it doesn't sound like he's a great writer. I'm not
Ryan,
privy.
is that you?
I'm not privy to the books, and so I'm just going off what you're saying. But speaking of,
dude, no, I just want to say, as I was irate about listening to this last book this morning, because of this, I then had the thought of like, oh my God, Ryan and I have to read another book after this. Like, I gotta listen to another
the
book.
Michael
have to
Ryan
like,
book
I
club,
I
dude.
just want to yell about something. Like,
Well, how do
We got a
find
new
something that's
podcast
on
for
this
you.
level of
It's called The
popularity
Library.
I don't
and
know, man.
awfulness?
I don't know. I'll be honest, Ryan. My first thought was maybe Ryan will listen to Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, Kovac hates it.
You know what? I would do it.
Just because it's like it's such Achievement Hunter lore. Of
Yeah,
like,
right.
If you want to have another off-topic,
I've never heard it
Book
before.
club
I've never read
rant.
it.
Oh, you've never read
We
it?
need
No,
to
I
do
somehow evaded that. in
book
school.
club podcast, and when you both agree that a book is
That's
good,
this right
you
now.
put a stamp on
They
it.
will never agree.
It's one of
And it's
those.
that,
It's
the
one of those
logo.
books that it's like a classic, but it's
Oh boy,
just kind of
Yeah,
there.
John Lennon.
this guy
It's
hates
a story. Ryan hates it.
He
I
hates
just, the protagonist is so
It's
unlikable.
yes, extremely. It's also like just such that
Is my
classic
memory of it.
book report book that they make you read. In
Yeah.
school.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah.
Like it
That's when
really
you read
is.
Spark Notes.
What?
Man.
You Catcher in the Rye.
Kill a
you got
Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yep.
Death of a Salesman.
Yep.
Is
Jack,
up
do
there.
it twice if you need help.
Yeah, I'm good.
Someone else earlier
Finish
said
my beer.
Ryan's relationship with the Witcher series is the equivalent of hate sex. Which
It
is
is.
good. That's a good point.
Ryan
That's a
hate
real
fucks
great
those
point.
books.
I don't like
I
it, but I'm
hate
gonna
reading
keep
real hard.
doing it.
I love it,
Yeah.
but not because of the writing.
So
It's all Henry Cavill's fault. I blame him. I saw the show and I went, maybe I'll play the game. And I played the game and went, maybe I'll listen to the book.
Dude, you
And
should
now I'm
play
here.
Doom. That's a hidden gem. That one.
I've heard of it and I've checked it out.
That was
Hidden
one of my
gem.
favorite Michael tweets of all time. Is when he started playing Doom 2016, like a couple months ago.
Because I did it with The Witcher. That was
Yeah,
my
and he was
follow-up.
like, "Dude, this hidden gem of a game. I'm sad it didn't get more publicity. It's
sleeper-
really, it's
could've-
actually really good.
Really could have used the
Sleeper
sequel.
game.
Really could have used the
The
sequel.
number of people that were like, there's actually one coming out. There's a sequel coming out, Doom 2. And I was like, what?
I have this.
Doom Eternal.
I actually
What?
brought it up based
Yeah.
on you saying that you were playing Witcher and stuff like that. I actually had this list that was like a list of video games that I've played and that I need to play.
yeah,
And I've been slowly going through them, but like
Spyro 2.
Nope, I played it. I need to play all the Dragon Age games. Dragon Age I've heard is amazing.
They're
I've
good.
never played
Yeah.
it.
Good, but I don't know if it
I
holds
didn't
up
finish
at this point.
Inquisition though. Yeah, and they're a lot uglier now
No
than
one
they
finishes the
I have the
Inquisition.
Metal Gear Solid
I
games.
perfected
Suspension.
Origins.
No,
I got all the achievements.
I've never
That
played
was
Metal
a
Gear
nightmare.
Solid. So I need
There's
that.
so many good games.
Dude, the Metal Gear games, they got fucking weird.
Yeah, but like the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
ones,
The
people
first
loved
couple-
them.
the first, like, 3 are
Resident
great.
Evil 1 through 4 I've never played.
This is a great list.
They're
by
pretty
the way.
good. They're all
for
solid.
one
Does anyone give a shit about the Final Fantasy VII demo that
Yeah,
came
I
out?
was saying we
We
should do a
should
goddamn
Play it.
video on
Absolutely, we should.
it. Apparently it's
No
fucking
Uncharted
great.
games.
Yeah.
Never played.
They've been working on it for about 20
played
years.
Undertale.
I
Well, the
think.
thing is, they haven't been working on it for 20 years. They've been saying like we're gonna do it for
yeah.
20 years, and then they're finally doing it.
It's an
But
excuse
then
to fly
also,
Cad back out.
but then also they're releasing it in parts.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
chapters
Chapters
coming
are
out.
like-
Yeah,
It's coming on one CD at a time.
But apparently, like each part is gonna be like a full game length. So I don't know. I'll
Interesting.
just
I
fucking.
mean,
do
those
it.
Final Fantasies are long.
Oh,
They are
soon.
long. Oh yeah, I
should-
assume
we
you
should
guys
also-
should
even
have
go
left
do that?
Fredo
Fredo
should
said
have
no.
left
Yeah,
10 minutes
Fredo-
ago.
Fredo
I
can-
told him to come over at
Fredo
3:30.
can roll in.
There he is. There's that man. Fredo, come
He
over
should roll
here.
in. But I do want to say
Sweet
before I
jacket,
leave.
bro.
Oh, what's
Look at that.
He's hobbling in. Here he comes.
All right, Trevor and I are gonna go film Ready Set Show.
Hold on, before I go real quick, I
Nope.
do want to. I woke
Nope.
up. So speaking of The Witcher, There's a real life Witcher, a buff man who takes down enemies and has bleached hair. His name is the Dog. And I woke up this morning realizing that I had met Dog the Bounty Hunter.
The big bad dog?
Wait,
Yes.
what? You met Dog?
Realizing you met.
Yes, I woke up and
At one point,
it blasted me with I was blasted with knowledge from that many months ago when Fredo, Jack, and I went to Denver or out to Colorado. I had
Estes
met
Park.
Yeah, the Stanley Hotel. I had met the Dog at the airport.
I don't think he's referred to as the dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
Dog.
a dog.
They don't call him
There's
Mr.
not a whole lot of dogs walking around. So
There is. It's a problem. Spain,
I
New
didn't
York.
recognize him because he's kind of fallen off
How
my
would you
radar.
not?
I don't know. I don't,
got the same
I don't
look.
remember. I don't like he's definitely Asian, but
Did he have feathers in his hair? That was his big thing.
No,
Like,
so I was going
braided into his
through.
hair?
I was going through security, and the TSA pre-check was super backed up. So I decided I'll just go through the regular one because I just want to get moving.
With
Whatever.
the plebs?
With
a
the
normal
plebs.
person.
It was
God.
wide open.
You took your shoes off?
I took my shoes
That's
off.
wild.
It was wide open, and I go through, and you say with the plebs, but I was followed up by the Dog, and so I'm going through security, and behind me
Oh, he
is
can't
this
qualify for
this
free.
man with his hair is very long and bleached and very fried, and his skin is tanned like a purse, and he's got I don't know what the brand is, but he's got one of those shirts.
Like Ron Perlman.
I was gonna say his shirt was like an affliction shirt, but it was unbuttoned down to the belly button, so his everything was hanging out, and he had those jeans
Well,
just show
easier
all the
to
way
search.
down,
Yeah, his
all the
dick
way
was
down
out.
to the bleached, tattered jeans.
I was gonna say taint.
And he had the alligator boots that were very worn and curled up, and I was like, "This guy's somebody. No one dresses like this. This man
the Dog.
is something, but I don't know who." And so I kind of kept looking at him or whatever, and we go through security and we kind of talked a little bit. And he was,
Look at he's like right behind her staring.
I was like,
You know me. Somebody.
I could have been dogged. I
bounty.
could have been bounty hunted.
You're lucky.
My bag was
we
pulled
wasn't there
off.
for you that day.
My bag was pulled off and was checked, and I was like, "Oh, thank God I wasn't hunted. He was there." But
Thank God I
anyway,
wasn't
All
hunted.
thoughts. that go past
but
your
anyway, I was
You
like,
awoken from a dream
I was
and
like,
this
this
memory
guy
shot back into your
no,
brain?
I just remember this guy was somebody. No one dresses like that unless they're just a wild person. So I either met a wild person or he was somebody from television or a musician or whatever. All the way up to this week, where Sammy Jo, Kib's wife from Sugar Pine, I was happening through Instagram and I saw her story, and she works on the Dr. Phil social media team. And that guy was at Dr. Phil's set. And I'm like, what's that man doing on Dr. Phil's show?
Watch out, Dr.
Whoa, Dr. Phil, I see
Coming for
him.
you. Your time
And
is up.
He's gonna bounty you.
and I was like, who the hell is this guy? I saw him at the Denver airport. And
Who
she
is this
responds
man?
with, I don't know, he's I guess he's like the Dog, the bounty hunter. His name is this. And I just like was blown away. I was like, you're right.
the big bad dog.
Yeah.
Bounty hunter.
That's the theme song,
If you
huh?
look him up,
that's it.
it's his son because his son has the same name. And I don't know. I was just blown away. And yeah, and he's just a modern day Witcher. That's all he is.
That's where that was going?
No, that's how I
wanna be a
segued
Witcher.
into
Oh,
it.
all right, well,
But
so
I just
then
wanted to say
someone posts
before
a
I left,
contract,
That was
and
a
he
ready,
goes
set,
and collects the
I was
contract, okay.
I was just blasted with
And
the
he
dog.
catches them and cuts
Ready,
their
set,
heads
show,
off and carries it
available.
around as a trophy. Every week.
Right.
That's how bounty hunting works, as
he's
far
got
as
a
I
couple
understand.
horses. with a bunch of heads.
wolf medallion that was always going whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
You
he
can
was
see
the
it 'cause
school of
the
the
open
cat.
shirt.
We don't know. He was the school of the dog.
All right. Is the
Definitely
fifth
school
coming,
of
or is
dog.
it just the four of us?
I don't
I'll
know.
slide over. I'll slide over.
Fiona
didn't
might
see-
pop in.
I didn't see him in the office.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Could not get rid of those guys.
Jesus Christ.
They were,
It took
dude,
a while.
you missed it. They were going on about books or something.
Now that
I
they're
heard
gone,
the-
let's all agree it's
a
all
lot
Trevor's
of
fault that H
Witcher
was canceled,
arguments.
right?
Oh,
It's
he did it.
definitely
It's
100
Trevor
years
and
ago.
Elise.
the button.
Here's the thing.
Remember the button that we
Here's
had
the
to
thing.
went to
China and
cancel
brought
button?
Big
coronavirus
red.
back.
Here's the thing. He was
Big
like,
red
cancel it. And we
button.
were all like,
No,
don't,
keep walking.
Don't. We were like, don't. We thought, don't do it. And he went, I'm doing it. And we pleaded and begged. And he was like, I'm making the call.
I
but
offered
you'll
my
all take the
firstborn and
hit.
everything, and he just didn't.
You don't have one.
Fredo, you excited for 12 hours
Eventually.
of streaming next weekend?
I think it'll be chaotic, but as long as you guys give me kind of like a software.
Dude, you'll get it
I'll
by
give you nothing.
Saturday
You get
morning.
nothing.
Tech wise, will be.
It's gonna be
all
it's gonna be
set.
one camera. It's gonna be 7 cameras. It's gonna be the couch. It's gonna be the desk. Boom.
We're all
done.
over the room.
all over the place.
Just gave you the list.
fine,
There's
as
your run
long
of show.
as long as
All right.
Shot.
ahead of
How?
time. Well, we gotta make sure things are downloaded and everything.
Oh yeah. How far into the stream before it completely breaks? What do you think? We can give it 2 hours, 3 hours.
The only thing
There
that we're
is
gonna
no
have to do
break.
is just rotate the GoPro batteries because those are trash.
Well, that's okay. We'll just rotate
them
to
in.
like the.
They're plugged in.
Why don't we switch to something else?
GoPros are awful. You can't use GoPros like that. I don't
That
know
makes
why we
no
did that.
sense at all.
I didn't design the room, but we are redesigning them.
Ruh-roh.
I cleaned out my goo holes. Now I'm
Oh
on
yeah,
floor
yeah.
now.
How's your mouth holes?
Goo holes. Say what they are.
Yeah,
Well, they were mouth holes. Now they're goo holes.
They're
Now
my
they're
goo
goo
holes.
holes.
They feel gooey. Yeah, I had 4 wisdom teeth plucked.
Yeah.
And they were extremely
All yours?
large. What?
All
yeah,
yours?
all mine.
Okay.
All mine. Thank God.
That's
and,
good.
I was supposed to have like one of the worst post-ops they've ever seen, but I had no issues whatsoever.
Well, you went to sleep. You didn't even get to watch him pull the teeth out.
I
did.
think they mean
That was like some of the most
The
fun.
recovery-wise.
No, I just meant like I'm saying like
It's like Trevor canceling Age Live like he canceled Bunny Man.
There you
or
go.
tried to cancel Bunny Man.
Yeah.
I mean, he stopped those new maps from coming out that were going to come
For
out
sure.
a year ago.
Yeah, they did. They did knock me out. They gave me a whole IV line, and they were like, "All right, we're gonna tweak it a bit, see how you feel." And I just,
which
Not
led
bad.
to the amazing social posts from Jackie of you doing that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I was loopy for all of 5 minutes, and there was
You got some good
She
content in
captured
there.
4.5.
2
There you
video
are.
posts, and then I saw on my oh yeah, that was
Just that picture right there. You look like an old woman.
Dude, unbelievable.
so I didn't know that this
I like the
happened.
blanket too.
I love the cheeks. The cheeks are so good. You're
And
like a
and
squirrel.
then for some like I woke up with a ton of notifications, and everyone was just like telling me ace the round, telling me won it all, and I was just like, what happened? So there was 2 video posts, and then there was a bunch of photos I didn't know I took of me just going on my phone, like looking at myself doing selfies.
The thing is, you had 24 hours.
Yeah, Jackie was
24
like, "You
hours.
should have notified me. You didn't want things posted." And I was like, "I thought you
I
would."
just said,
I thought
talk
as
to me
a
after.
human being,
I
you're like,
said-
I'm not gonna immediately post this shit.
jokingly, we saw that happen live
Yeah.
in the office of like, oh my God, look what Jackie's posting. Like, they were minutes old. And I went, logically, you'd think these were recorded. Alfredo came to his senses.
Yep, and then Jackie
he
said,
went,
"This is what
And
happened."
he went, that's funny, post it. And I go, I bet that just happened. Like, I bet she recorded it and immediately posted it.
100%.
And then you guys,
I don't care.
you
That's
guys
social
came
gold
over.
right there.
Right.
You gotta get that.
Which again, though, you could have got it an hour later.
No,
Yeah,
it
gold
matters.
wasn't-
It goes bad.
Cool.
Gold wasn't going anywhere. But so you guys came over and you couldn't eat food, and I was really laying in you about it. I was crunching extra.
He was just like, you don't want none of these crackers?
yeah, I was
like,
going,
I can't eat any of that.
and he was just
Like,
going,
want some ice?
and he's literally going, yeah, I just want to chew food. I just want to chew food. And she was like, Jackie said something about like mac and cheese, and I joked and went like, oh yeah, you can suck that down. And she's like, no, the doctor said he could. And he goes, I want to chew, damn it.
I was like,
I
it's
wanna
about
chew
the
it.
chewing. I want to chew.
And I was
This guy
like,
can
that's a
suck
shame.
ton of time.
Actually, sucking is the one thing you're not supposed to
Yeah,
do.
no,
That's
it's
what
true.
you're.
Well,
You guys are
yeah,
like-
I stayed away from
Yeah.
the straws for like 72
Rub it.
hours. I was like nothing
Yeah.
but I was eating nothing but goop and
But
drinking water.
I brought up my assumption of, so was that immediate or? And Jackie fires into you. To be fair,
yeah,
she's
Hold on.
like, you didn't care, and you kept saying you're like, I didn't care. They were funny, but I would have thought you would
Right?
just wait and ask me. And Jackie's just going, you should have told me beforehand. You had 24 hours to tell me not to post anything. And he's like, but just why wouldn't you ask me afterwards?
Yeah.
And she was just like, you had 24 hours beforehand. It was just like this hill she refused to
I
move
know
off.
And the thing is that like Michael and I will sit there and go, none of this makes sense. And then Lindsay and Jack would
She's
back
like,
each
no,
other up.
no,
And Lindsay's
yeah,
like,
I
no,
agree with
yeah,
her.
no, that
Yeah,
makes
it's like
sense.
you
I'm like,
flip it around. It's like if I posted a video of Katie like high out of her mind after going through surgery and just immediately posted it, she'd be like, "Ha, this is funny. I'm gonna fucking murder you." Like that would be it. It's like I don't
yeah.
understand. It's like, oh, well,
I mean, I didn't care either way. It was just like trying to kind of like tell her like this is what the usual etiquette would be.
Right.
And the next
in,
time I
in the
get
world
wisdom
of
teeth
social
out,
media
yeah.
etiquette,
Yeah.
hey, you were out of your mind. Oh, I don't remember that. That's funny. She was just like, I think she might even have said, well, I asked you, and you were like, but look at me! Like, she asked him while he was going,
Yeah.
she's like, is it okay? And he's like, So it's just like,
I'm gonna post this.
and I was just like, my first thought, I was like, isn't that like not admissible? Like he signed the will when I used his hand and he was just drugged out of his
I'm pretty
mind.
sure if the answer is yeah, shoot us to space, that doesn't mean post it. Yeah, that's not the same thing.
God.
It was funny.
Yeah, I went in for my post-op yesterday. They taught me how to clean out the back, and it was just like, just like a little water syringe I fill up, and then multiple times a day, but mostly before I go to sleep, that's the most important time. I just like stick the little water syringe back
Oh, wait,
there.
you gotta do something?
Yeah, because the
Shit, in my day, they were just like,
deep.
all right, just don't eat nothing.
That's what Trevor's like. I didn't have anything. No, for the next 4 to 6 weeks, I have to consistently clean out the.
Oh, they didn't
the-
tell me
Like
to
it
clean out
heals,
the
it's
goo holes at
repairing.
all.
It's your
Because if you
gums
get
are
food stuck in there,
filling
the
back
gums
up.
are
Yeah,
still
no,
healing.
that was bad, yeah.
Yeah, it
You have
was
like a little macaroni tooth
Barely
back there.
survived.
I mean,
Yeah.
they stitched it closed, so it's not like I just had an
Still a
open
gap.
side.
There's
Yeah,
still a fucking
Oh, I
residue
know.
where
Yeah,
the
there was
tooth
some
was.
deep
It's
down.
like,
Definitely
this
an
needs to
impalement.
grow over
But they didn't
there.
tell me to squirt it out with anything.
Yeah, it's gross because then you just like squirt and you see food chunks come out. So
Ugh.
it's like it's disgusting, but at the same time it's so satisfying
like,
knowing that I'm just
It's
cleaning
like
my
pimple popper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're just
Like,
like,
ooh,
oh,
look at all that
it's
chunky
chunky
I
now.
can't watch that.
gone.
I
Fredo
can't
was
watch that.
describing it to me this morning. He's like, yeah, it's just so satisfying. I'm just like, when all that shit comes out, as he unwrapped like a granola bar. And I go, and that's going right back in. It's like, yeah, all this shit, I'm all clean.
But yeah, no, it surprised me that they knocked you all the way out, because when I had it done, they just gave me like a Valium, and I just was like zoned out there.
just
But
like-
I was with it the whole time, so you hear like, and then they're like a piece of tooth, because they didn't yank them, they cut them up before they pull them out of your head, usually, because if they're
Screw that
impacted.
noise.
And yeah, so you just see like a chunk of tooth come out, and then they go, all right, and your whole jaw's going. You don't feel anything.
They
Right,
knocked
like,
my
Like it
ass
didn't
out,
hurt.
man.
Yeah.
It was just like sitting there with music. It was
feel
almost like a movie soundtrack.
But you might feel some pressure.
Yeah.
That's the dentist's creed. We're
Man.
gonna pressure the shit out of your jaw.
I gotta go freaking. I got 2 cavities and then another tooth that's like got a crack in it. They're like, we'll probably just go ahead and put a crown on it. So they'll like basically break it up and put a crown on it.
I forgot about that.
What's that?
So someone reminded me that
Wait,
an
what?
extra chunk of tooth just popped out of my mouth like this happened maybe a year ago.
What? Know from where? See, he didn't clean it out. He didn't clean out his
Yeah, it's
holes.
true. There you go.
Cleaning out was not responsible for removing leftover tooth chunks.
No, yeah, that's from. Are you sure you didn't chip?
No, it was. I'm pretty sure because I'd been to the dentist and
Yeah,
they didn't say like, where did part of this tooth go? Like, no, it came out of my gums. Like over time, it just finally worked its way to the surface, and then it was like there was something just annoying me. I was like, is there a piece of popcorn back there or something? I finally popped it out. It was a fucking shard of tooth.
Dude, Ryan's a shark.
It was
free shard.
like that big.
Free shard of tooth.
Shark Ryan. Hoo-ha-ha.
I'm pretty sure it was a leftover wisdom tooth that had just been emerging for decades.
I thought you were about to say, I'm pretty sure it was mine.
I'm not 100% sure it was mine. Like,
This could have come from anywhere
else.
I didn't run a DNA
Probably
test, but
mine.
I'm
Might have crunched on someone
fairly
else's teeth
confident
for a
that it's
while.
mine.
Man, dude, did you start? Have you been watching McMillions?
No, I haven't started it
HBO?
yet.
What's that?
Fuck!
It's the-
I haven't heard of that.
It's amazing. It's a documentary. So you know the Monopoly game at McDonald's.
Yes.
So
Oh, it's the people that defrauded Monopoly.
yeah, did you know the Monopoly game started in 1987? Do you know between 1987 and 2001 it was rigged?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I didn't know that.
So many.
Apparently, it's like a 6 to 8 part series about it, and they're 5 episodes in now.
all bullshit.
I'll need to watch that.
No,
about
but
an
not
hour
rigged
long.
by
It
Monopoly.
was rigged by
No.
the employees. Yeah, they
Well-
just controlled where the pieces went.
It was
They
like
would tell
one
their
guy,
friends.
and then
Oh,
like
I'm sorry, did I spoil it?
Well, then like the mob
yeah.
got involved. No, it had nothing to do with McDonald's. Like they would randomly,
Yeah.
they supposedly they were randomly doing it, but then somehow I haven't got to the part where like they show how they did it, but fuck, it's fascinating. And like the characters in it, there's this DEA or this FBI agent in Jacksonville named Doug who's like fucking hilarious, and it's like it's a documentary's dream. That guy right there, that's
Hey,
Doug.
hi,
So
Doug.
he's an
Hi,
FBI
Doug.
agent. And he's fucking funny. And it's just like him describing, because he was like the young guy at the time. And he's like, most of the stuff they were dealing with was like bank crime. And he's like, this is fucking boring. I want something fun. And on his partner's desk, he found a note that said Monopoly game rigged, ? And he's like, what's this? And he like looked into it. He was like, oh, there might be something here. And then they dug into it. But then they dug into it and it's like, oh shit, like there's something going on. They did like undercover work. They were interviewing these people. They have all that footage. And it's like, it's fascinating.
People
And
were getting
it's-
bribed with free medium fry coupons.
But it, I mean,
Those Big Mac coins you got at home.
but
Those
then
are dirty.
here's a crazy thing. Do you remember back in like the early 2000s, there was a strip club in South Carolina that it was like at this bar strip club, and eventually like the city just outlawed them, and so they turned it into a church. Does anyone remember? I remembered this when it came out, and then it was like, so that guy who ran that is part of all of this. And it's like, oh, I fucking remember that. I remember that was a thing back in the day.
I have no memory of that at all.
It's fascinating. And I'm only 3 episodes in, and I'm just like, this is.
Tell me if they kept the polls.
No, that was the whole idea.
And the preacher comes out and just does a spin.
It was a church. You could go you could talk to a preacher, have a prayer, then watch a stripper. Like that was literally part of it.
Isn't that still a
No, it was. I think it was a church. Yeah, that was the thing. But they reworked it as that to get around the legal stuff.
Oh, this is how we worship. Oh, okay.
Well, you know, you
worship
that
ass.
and then
Church of that ass.
and then you immediately sin, and then you go, okay,
so-
let me go watch that back
that's a
off.
great point.
You
You
know
can
what
just
I'm
revolving door.
It's an HBO documentary series about this called McMillions, and damn, it's good. And
Do you have anything to confess, my son? Yeah, I looked over there.
I'm coveting someone's wife.
Wait, I need another one.
Coin
Wait,
off
one more.
Well, yeah, you put the donation basket on the stage.
Yeah,
So you
exactly.
tip right into the basket. It's a 2 for 1.
I mean, they're on to
It's
something.
called
That's-
tithing at that point. You give 10% of your
real.
paycheck, and then if you go get
It's a lot of ones,
What's
man.
it?
As someone's
What's it
just
where you
like-
get the wine and the cracker?
Communion?
Communion. You can get communion from the stripper. She puts it on her ass.
It's in the thong.
That cracker wasn't
That's
good.
sacrilegious.
No. Anyway,
wasn't
you should
good.
absolutely check it
No,
out.
well,
It's-
some places
it's
have better
fascinating.
crackers.
I love that kind of stuff.
white
I love
paper.
documentaries. I love like biographies and all. I love real life interesting stories and so. You guys
And
talk
I
about-
love McDonald's, so
There you
it's
go.
a beautiful
Just-
blend of the two.
But you guys were talking about books. I just finished reading Bruce Campbell that has a couple of autobiographies. The first one
There's
is
a couple?
yeah. The first one was called If Chins Could Kill, and the second one is what was the name of it? I forget the name of it, but it's the follow up to it, and I've just finished both of them. Or I've read the first one when he first released it back in like 2001. Which the wild thing was. John Hodgman, the comedian, was the producer of that book. Like before he was like a big comedian. It's like, oh, and he was just a fan of Bruce Campbell, and he was reading like stories that Bruce had posted on his website. And he's like, let's turn this into a book, and they made it into a book. And so, anyway,
What's
he's
he
got
up
like
to
3
these
books.
days?
Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, I guess writing sequels.
Well, they
had the show, right?
They wrapped up Ash
that
vs.
wrapped
up.
Ash vs. the Evil
Out for a
Dead
while.
and Burn Notice were his 2 big shows. And so right now he's kind of just like doing
Burn
whatever.
Notice ended forever.
Burn Notice was like one of his like
About 5
big
years ago.
comebacks.
Yeah.
Well, there was 3 seasons of that show, and he was like a main character on the show. He wasn't the main
Was
character.
it only 3?
I think it was more than
Three
that. Burn
mi-
Notice?
No,
Maybe
Burn Notice-
Burn Notice was like
4.
4 or 5. I watched that.
I forget, but maybe after 3 he started getting tired of it. Like everyone was like,
He was like the buddy. He was
Yeah.
the friend.
yeah,
Or the main character.
He was like the older guy who like wore Hawaiian shirts and stuff.
Loved the Hawaiian shirts.
But-
Like, it sounds like a show you would wear Hawaiian
He was
shirts.
Yeah. It was
a
all filmed in
slightly
Miami.
more in shape version of Mac with the Tommy Bahama shirts. Like, that's what he was.
But it's a fascinating book, and yeah, I love reading autobiographies though. I love reading biographies. Like I love just reading stories about people, and like that's kind of cool. So not a witcher, not someone going around hunting people, and
he doesn't do
I
that.
wasn't
Witchers are people.
He
I
doesn't-
wasn't
he doesn't
screaming
hunt
at the
anyone.
book.
No,
the
he
whole
does very
time,
little witching,
So anyway,
as we covered.
That's so disappointing.
Jack's recommendations.
Disappointing. God, no,
I
let's
got-
not.
I got-
You missed a whole.
I
he saw it.
listened
He was
in
in
for
the-
a
he was
bit.
in
You
the
guys
chat.
were
I saw
firing
him
off,
there.
and I went,
Fired
this
up
is a
again.
conversation I've heard.
As I read the book, I just go, how's Netflix going to save this?
Let me
Or
figure out the
listen
name
to
of
the
it.
book?
Yeah, they're really going to have to go off the rails to make this sensible.
I mean, they did a pretty good job with season 1.
Yeah.
Because even that, there was a good amount of adapting there.
Yeah.
Like all the Yennefer stuff.
Hail to the Chin. That's what it was.
much.
Hail to the Chin.
Oh, yeah.
Further
Well,
confessions of a B movie actor.
It was kind of wild that the Yennefer stuff sort of came up in the book we just finished. Like,
Right.
You get a little glimpse of that in that book. That late in the series.
Daddy, why? Mommy,
In
mommy,
fairness,
why?
she's kind of barely a character. Hell, Geralt is barely a character in the series. I'm sorry, I'm not going back into it. I gotta stop. I need another Diet Coke.
walk
I need another
away.
Diet Coke. I
Some
just need
people
food.
are saying
him.
Burn Notice was 7 seasons. I was
Oh,
way off.
Yeah,
Sorry.
when you said 3, I was like, that's crazy. I know it went at least like 5.
Dude, I'm back into Jack and I are back into MasterChef.
MasterChef.
Season 10, bigger, better than ever. I mean, it already
Cook some food.
finished, but I'm back on
Have you
it.
watched the Lego show yet? The Lego Masters?
Almost started watching that.
there's a
I watched the first
It's
episode.
like a Lego competition show.
with
Holy
Will,
shit,
Will
that
Arnett's the
sounds
host.
awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, Jack, you should have been on that." I'm like, "You watch these people?
Well,
like,
these are
I have
people with
no
talent.
Those are
business."
people that
The
actually-
difference
yeah.
is you like Legos.
Yeah, I
They're
enjoy-
like
It's a hobby
It's like
versus a
it's like a
passion.
fucking cake show. We're
Well,
like,
yeah.
oh, I like baking, and then someone
Yeah.
makes like a
Yeah.
17-foot tall
Yeah,
cake
like
with unicorns
like
and
I'll tell
shit
you,
on
my
it.
favorite part of Lego is sitting there with like everything spread out, and then you have an instruction book, and then 3 hours later you've got something. I can't do that out of the top of my head. I
don't
can't be
have
like, I'm going to take
patience.
these and put this together.
You
It's
get
like,
there and they're
I
like,
can't do
build
it.
this, and you go, "Where's my book?"
Yeah, exactly. That would be me. They're like
There's
literally like
the
these shows. They start. It's like
instructions, please.
you've got 15 hours to build this, and like the first one was like a theme park, like build a theme park. And
Was
people
it like
built
they
like
each had to
Ferris
build,
wheels,
like,
roller
what
is this
coasters.
on?
They each had the.
So
Fox.
Lego competition.
Yeah, like it was a big. It was like
Yeah,
an
that
8-section,
sounds like
maybe
Fox.
12 sections of this giant monorail.
It's on some streaming.
It's on
monorail.
Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
But then like they took a
That's just
chunk
on
and it's like they made a park and they put them all back together to make this giant thing. It was really cool. But Will Arnett's the host and he's really funny. And the two like judges are like actually they work for Lego.
about
They're
it.
like Lego builders.
I've been looking for new shows, especially because like The Good Place finished.
Ugh, such
it
a
was-
perfect finale.
It was
Such
just
a
like,
perfect
oh,
finale.
I was like, oh my
Yeah, me
heart.
neither.
Yeah.
I'm
My heart.
like,
I need to finish that.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm watched up
cut
to
deep
the
in the
last
best
season.
ways.
We,
Yeah,
we
I'll
got
follow
into
the
it
last
season
season as well.
2 and binged up to where it was airing and then watched it from that
Yeah,
point.
it finished.
Goddamn, it's a
It
good
finished
show.
strong.
Yeah.
100%.
It's tough to land the.
Well, it's good when they
land
know
the
it's
ending.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but then you get something like Game of Thrones, where it's like, oh, you knew that was coming a couple of years out.
Did they though?
Yeah.
That had every indication that it was sort of slapped together of like, what do we do?
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they had
I mean-
they had the runway.
Yeah.
They knew it was coming, and they still just dropped the ball.
Yeah.
You get something like Lost, where it's like you knew it was coming, pretty much dropped the ball,
Oh,
but then
let
like
me start
Good
on
Place
that
was like
ending.
they nailed it. Like it was so perfect.
With Lost, I think
Cried
they even
all that episode.
had some flexing where they were like, do we give it one more or when do we wrap it up? And they they stretched it maybe longer than they meant
kind
to.
of,
and
kind
then-
of. And I heard this specifically about Lost, but a lot of like TV shows do this. And I don't know why this is a good thing, but they'll be like, we have a beginning and we have an ending.
Yeah.
Who knows how long it'll go?
Yeah,
It's like
but
that's
how will we get
awful.
there?
That
Yeah,
middle
that's no
should
good.
mean
Yeah.
something.
It should mean a lot.
Like the middle should lead into the ending, and they're just like, we know how it starts and how it finishes. Who gives a shit about the
That's
rest?
what you had a lot of things in Lost where just like, ooh, look at this thing.
That was,
We'll explain it 4 seasons
Yeah.
later.
He's gonna
And a
show
lot
up
of
in a
times-
hot air balloon.
Yeah. and a lot of
Why?
times
Why
it's
hot air balloon?
Oh, there's that one thing I
cares?
forgot about 4 seasons ago.
Look,
and,
it's a polar bear.
and that's
Dude,
not
I-
that great of a
I
reason why it's
fucking
there.
love the Shield, like start to finish. It was like, oh, like I don't remember like the exact specifics. I only watched through the show one time, and I finished it when it finished. So it's probably over 10 years ago now. But I maybe ran 7 seasons, like 6, 7 seasons. It was very similar to like Breaking Bad. And that show got away with the longevity being like it was also part cop show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the main narrative was shit happening, but they were all cops, so they could get away with stretching it out in an episodic form of like completely nothing to do with the overarching story. This is the story about this episode. There's a drug dealer and whatever, whatever. Most of it all tied together, but they did have the benefit of just like having filler, basically, of just like, oh, this guy's a murderer, and then they caught the murderer. But anyway, but like the last 3 seasons were just like, this is what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
It was a great fucking show. I love that show.
Did you hear the rumors floating around now that they're bringing back Quantum Leap?
Whoa.
Of all people, I think you would maybe give a shit about that. I don't know if anyone else.
Quantum Leap.
You did?
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Said, whoa.
I've tried to go back and watch Quantum Leap, and it just doesn't hold up that well.
It was
I bet
a cool concept. It was a
I bet
really
the
cool
effects
concept.
don't hold up at all.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
it was a cool concept, but
What
just,
is
yeah.
going on there?
Hey, it's me. It's The Witcher.
Yep. Your face
is-
looks weird.
It does
It does not.
all the time.
Yeah, that did not look like your face.
It
It,
was-
looked like it was like a baby version.
It was a little projected. It's
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's the perspective is just slightly wrong.
Yeah, it's a little off.
It doesn't work. I'll be honest. It doesn't. It does. It's off.
Needs some dirt.
They
on
need to
his face.
CGI out the mustache.
Somebody
It's
needs
some
to-
dirt. That's it. Your face is too clean.
It's
It's
too
it's,
clean,
it's too
it's too
bright.
bright.
Look how dirty his arm is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it. Yeah.
They need to work
He's
on that.
always
out.
fucking dirty and
Yeah.
covered in shit.
Well, except when he's
Right
in a
back.
bath.
Goop. Well, yeah.
The second he's in the bath, totally clean. And naked.
It just comes right off.
I haven't,
Clothes and dirt.
I haven't been on off topic for a while.
Me neither.
I've got to talk about. I haven't had a chance to talk about how Achievement Hunter won an esport event.
Oh yeah.
Well, did Achievement Hunter? Or...
Well, our logo is on a person who was there who won, so therefore yes.
Yeah, no. Siege had a Creator Cup tournament, and we had like 3 qualifier matches, like 3 Sundays leading up to. No, that's perfectly placed. And so like it was a tournament for charity, and the finalists from NA and the finalists from EU got to play on the main stage at the 6th Invitational. And so we went undefeated during the qualifiers, and then we played on the main stage, and I was rocking the Achievement Hunter jersey, and you know, we won.
I gotta say,
Fredo, MVP of the match.
I did get MVP.
I am glad
4 kills in the first round.
Because the day before, like the week before, you were like, your back had problems, and you were like, I'm back to 80%, and then the next day you were out.
Yeah. So
This guy was a mess.
February was hard on my health. Like the first weekend of the qualifiers, my wisdom. Oh yeah, there's a picture.
there
We
you
got a
are.
little baby trophy. So we won.
Look how happy you are.
We won for charity, and we took home the championship for NA, and I got MVP. I had a
Charity
strong-
is Alfredo's cousin. That's her name. She's
yes.
really lovely. She got a new car
Uh-huh.
out of the whole thing.
Yeah,
Really
it was
great.
a fantastic car, Prius. No, but yeah, the first weekend of the qualifiers, my wisdom tooth got infected, and so that was excruciating pain. And then the following week, my back was thrown out, and that was also very painful. And so the doctors were pretty much like, yeah, if you want like any chance of going on this trip for the next 72 hours, you need to lay down in bed and do absolutely nothing. Like don't even stretch, don't even Epsom salt baths, like don't elevate your feet, don't do anything at all. And then I did go on the flight, and it was very painful to sit on a plane for that long. But by the time it was the day of the competition, I was like at 95%, and so I was like, I was struggling through the qualifiers because I had health issues. So I was like, no, I'm giving 110%. And so the first round I had a 4K where I killed 4 out of 5 of them.
Yeah, and it's
Right
funny
off
because the
the bat.
announcers are like, wow, this Alfredo guy, Jesus Christ, he's kicking it. And I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet. And I was like,
Yeah, and just rocking the.
Yeah.
Jack sent me a picture.
I was watching it at
there
the
was,
office. You guys were
Team
filming, I
100
think,
jersey
Crimmies
and
or something
everything like
during that. And I was
We were
watching.
filming something.
Yeah, it was either Crimmies or Lasso, I think. And I was sitting there watching it, and I was taking photos of the screen.
It made me lasso. Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember Jack being like, "Oh, it's totally different watching Alfredo actually compete for something.
It's a different person.
It's like a totally different Alfredo watching him compete like in an actual when there's like stuff on the line as opposed to a let's play." And I was like, "Yeah."
I was thinking about it.
different situations.
I would like to get an eye tracker to watch you play Siege, just to see where your eyes are going while you're playing Siege versus like me, who I'm like just a dumbass when it comes to that game.
Yeah.
And just like watch your reaction, just like how quick you
Yeah, I
snap
think we
to
talked
stuff.
about that, and I was like, "What would like actually?" Because I thought about it when I was playing. I don't know, like a while ago, and I was like, "What do I actually do?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I scan over different parts and like elements."
But I would love to
the
see how
game
quick that is.
constantly.
I would love for you to, not even you do it, but for us to do it, and then you review the footage, because you'd be like screaming like, "Why are you looking at the keyboard?
The eye tracker just goes off.
Look up! Look at the screen!" Just screaming at it. Put your phone down! Oh, I'm shot. I think I got shot.
Am
Am I still in this round? Fredo, am I still in this round?
To be
Oh, we
expected.
started?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Move!
You're dead. Cycle through the fucking cams.
Okay, so it was during Crimmies. Apparently, you won during the filming. I brought it up. So.
Someone doesn't want us to call it Crimmies. Why?
I don't know. Is it Crimmy with a Y apostrophe S or Crimmy?
No, it's Crimmies like
Is
that.
it IES? Okay.
It's IES, is I think how we usually.
Anyway, congratulations.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah, I'm rocking the achievement hunter.
Hell yeah, dude. So when's the next tournament?
There's actually a lot of big things planned for me and Siege. I know one of the things
They're
that
designing a character based on you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be Fredo.
Chan.
Yeah, Fredo Chan. He has no weapons. He has no weapons.
Just leaves little puddles of sauce everywhere. Yeah, they slippery.
And you slip.
Yeah.
And you throw out your bag, and then you can't play.
It's just buckling. Like, ah!
If you saw any of the
It's like Frost, except it's just sauce packets.
if you saw any of the photos from the new glitch merch, which by the way they've adorned the set with, fucking Fredo walks in. He threw his back out like the day before. He walks into the building like this, and I was like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "I'm here to have my picture taken." He was like screaming that whole day. There's like one shot where he's on the floor. I think you were on the floor. You were kneeling or
Yeah, I was
some shit,
kneeling.
and you're just like, like getting back up, and you were like, and then you literally went home from there. You're like, or did you come to the office for a little bit?
so the thing
I was
was,
like,
there was-
leave, and you're like,
there's-
okay, I gotta go rest. He
there's-
literally walked in. Like,
Dude, there
a
was so
fucking
much that
mummy.
we had to film, and I was like, I gotta get shit done. I already took some time off because like my fucking wisdom tooth. So I was like, nope, going, shooting it, because we also had to do like a different podcast and whatnot. And so I popped the pain medicine that I had, and I was like, okay, I'm here. And then like every time they're like, okay, give me a pose. I was like, and then give me another pose. and then Wes was like, all right, I want everyone to get down. And I was just looked at him. I was like, and he was like, oh, can we get someone to help Alfredo kneel
Help
down?
the old man.
No, just don't put him down there.
Yeah,
We kicked him down.
I pushed myself too far that day because then after when we all did like that line shot with all of us, I was like sweating and I went to go sit down. And then Jeremy was like, you okay? And I was looking up and I was like, oh, I'm blacking out. I'm blacking out. And then, so then I ate some food and then shot the podcast. And then I was like, okay, now I'm not going to come in for a minute.
Good call.
That's when you went from 80% back down to like 20%. Which, by the way, where are you getting these percentages?
Hey, mental. Mental
It's-
percentage.
You know, when you feel a pain that doesn't allow you to get up, I kind of can like gauge.
20%?
You know what I mean? Where I'm just like, oh, okay.
40%.
You know, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm back almost at, like, I could bend a little bit more. Or this,
Okay.
whatnot.
I would say 30% you don't get out of bed. You're like, nah, like I'm not leaving this
Well,
bed.
the
What's
fifth-
0% then?
0%
Yeah.
is like
It's
someone's,
you're
Yeah.
someone is basically burying you, is what 0% is.
Oh, I remember the
Throwing
fir-
you in the trash.
Yeah.
The first morning my back got thrown out, I was like, okay, I'm going to slowly get up and then get to the restroom because I had to use the restroom. And I sat down and then I was like, okay, time to get up. And I couldn't get up. Like I tried to lift and it was just a shooting pain down my spine and down my leg. And then so eventually like I plopped onto my knees and I was like hugging the sink and I couldn't move. And so I sat there for 20 minutes until Jackie's alarm went on. And then she went to the restroom and she was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I can't move. Help me, please.
Jackie
were
was
you
like,
bare
oh
assed
my
at the
God, let me make a video of that first, and then I'll help you
And
up.
then I'll help you.
So she just found her bare ass boyfriend in the bathroom.
Yeah. So February was a lot of like,
Good month for you.
yeah, it was a tough
2020
month.
off to a good start.
So now I'm back.
Tinny.
Oh my god. All right, so you excited about AH Live next weekend?
Dude. Especially because like, at least for me specifically, I was gonna go back to my hometown.
Oh, we didn't announce anything.
No, we did.
No, Jack, I don't know where you're going with that.
He was trying to
was trying to pull it out of him.
get me.
I at first thought you just flubbed and you were talking about the stream, and I just let it sit. I
Yeah.
was like, let's see where he
I was,
takes
I was
this.
hoping maybe I
always
caught him
going.
off guard.
No.
No,
Also,
it
he
worked
was
out.
in the chat that whole time.
I was.
true,
I
that's
was.
true.
That was a
Anyway.
bold move that did not pay off. No, but yeah, I mean, like, I was gonna go to my hometown.
Yeah, you were gonna be in San Francisco, Seattle.
You're going to go to your home.
We're going there.
It's
We're gonna be
gonna
doing it again.
happen.
We're rescheduling.
Eventually.
Next
We're rescheduling.
weekend, and then don't come back.
I think they've said. I think on Twitter they said this year. So it's like we have nothing.
So eventually I'll be back.
You'd be shocked how difficult it is to line up 3 cities of that size to have venues available. So we're working on it.
If you'd like to help, don't get the coronavirus. just don't.
Wash your hands thoroughly.
Do that. Wash your hands.
I got a hunch that's going away in April anyway.
Give
So
hand,
I mean,
the hand sanitizer, just a little
Hygiene.
sip. Just a little
If you-
sip of hand sanitizer.
If you've already got
Happy through
it,
day.
don't go anywhere. Stay home with it. Don't take it to other people.
wash your goddamn hands. Vaccinate your goddamn children. Gotta have children vaccinate them. That's just a whole other
Not
thing.
you, just your children.
Yeah, no, you don't need vaccination.
No.
Under the age of 2.
If you've had children, you're obviously quite virile and need no vaccinations.
True.
Sure. You survived all of life's hardships at that point.
You've created
Yeah.
another human at that point. Or you projected your consciousness into a clone, and then that clone fathered a child.
And that clone was also good for some reason and found a wife and then
Have
made
you
a
heard
baby.
this yet?
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
That is the canonical plot of Star Wars.
The-
Palpatine
the
did not.
son-
Ray's father is a failed Palpatine clone.
That he projected his consciousness into.
I saw
What,
that.
I mean,
brief-
That was in like
That
the.
he was a
that was in
clone.
like the.
Yeah.
The part that
a
loses
clone.
me is the projection of consciousness.
He shot him. He shot an extra copy of himself into a brain body.
But he
I
was
guess.
good though, so it's like,
What are we still arguing
fuck?
this was a good movie? I mean, it's fun. It was fun. You know what I mean?
I
Like-
think it
like,
makes the
you know.
movie even better. What a twist!
Yes, character.
I could
Bob
reach
Freak.
behind my head and bring
Hey,
forward
good
a Diet
answer,
Coke
ready.
anytime. That would be cool. I'm just gonna say that.
Anyway,
It just kept going. I was
What?
like, whoa, I didn't expect more Star Wars plot reveals in February or March of
the movie.
2020.
It's very much the
I
J.K.
went,
Rowling.
whoa, it's still going?
it's like the J.K. Rowling, like, I'm gonna start messing with the universe now. It's like,
Whoa.
but anyway.
Okay, the people keep saying that hand sanitizer won't help with viruses.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. If it's
It
over
will.
60% alcohol, yes, it will. Yes, it will.
And you
It's
can't-
not as good
you
as
can't sip 'em.
soap, but it's better than nothing.
So. What? Oh, okay.
But Jack
That's
did,
it. Yeah, okay. I was very confused by that. Anyway, yeah. So if you weren't here earlier, H Live got canceled, unfortunately. We talked about it at the start of the podcast. But,
What?
Sorry to let you know. But next weekend, next Saturday, the 14th, March 14th, we're doing a 12-hour stream, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Central. It's Achievement Hunter. It's going to be goofing around for 12 hours. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Rooster Teeth TV, RTTV on roosterteeth.com, and it'll be open for everyone on RT TV. It's not just first members. So that portion will be open for everyone, so you can check it out there. And we'll be playing games. We'll be interacting with chat, doing all kinds of stuff. So should be fun.
There's been a good point. I don't know that anyone has ever alleged that Ray's dad was good, by the way. I mean, just-
Well, I mean, but he saved her, right?
Yeah.
That
It
was
was
the whole
like he had
thing
a,
of
he had a,
like-
he had
made
a
her.
wife. I mean, he had a wife.
Maybe
Or-
she was a real shitbag too. Who
but
knows?
I mean, the whole
Maybe she was
plot
like
of-
she was a
of-
failed Snoke clone.
But the whole
make a
but the
positive.
whole
true.
plot is that they died to protect her, right?
Well, didn't they get taken by a bounty hunter or something?
No, they went off in the ship. That she like, nah, and she
They
launches
like
and went
left
away.
her, and
But
they're
no
like,
one
"Stay
knows.
here."
None of it was in the movie, so who the
mean,
fuck
that part
knows?
was.
Well, I
I'm
heard the
pretty
next
sure-
trilogy is going to be about her parents.
Oh, good.
Him just fucking,
Yeah.
and he just goes, "Do it,
Do it, do it, do it,
Do it, do it
me.
now.
do me."
Now.
This might be considered by some as unnatural.
So, unfortunately, though, Palpatine, we still don't know if he ever got laid. Could have been a
true.
virgin.
Ooh.
I mean, obviously his clone got laid.
His clone
Seems
got
like
laid,
one.
but like that doesn't mean he got laid.
That's a
do you
bad-
think?
it sounds
Do you
like
think he
something
called
else.
his clone son up and he's like, "Was it cool?
How was it?
Explain
Was
it
it
to
good?
me."
Was it unnatural?
Which there's so many holes.
So
I
do you
don't
think this is like an
understand.
elaborate setup for a sequel to Multiplicity with Michael Keaton?
No.
I think it's just going to be like 4 Palpatines and Annie McDowell.
I don't think most people that are watching this right now even know that that's a movie.
Such a good movie. I like pizza.
That's Batman.
That is Batman.
It's
That's
Batman.
Batman.
Bat nipples?
Bat nipples. Dude, you see the new fucking Batmobile?
It looked pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it looked
pretty
awesome.
damn tight.
Pretty
Muscle
cool.
car.
Some
Yeah.
people were mad that it's just like a car.
Well,
but
apparently
I'm fine
it's
with it.
year 2 of Batman, so he's still like getting his shit
he's
put
figuring
together.
shit out.
He's
But
got
he's
a really
still
weird,
rich.
like, bulbous forehead on the suit. But
His jaw is
Yes.
fucking huge. Like I never thought Pattinson had that big of a jaw.
Is that
but
his job?
God
Is that a
damn.
stunt double?
Not the
You
one
mean,
that
you
I
mean-
don't know.
You mean Battinson?
Battinson.
I love
The one
that.
where he's Batson. That's
Robert
funny.
Pattinson.
The one where he's on like, the
Fucking love
bike.
that.
Cedric Battery.
The one on the bike,
yeah,
a lot of people were saying that they think that's a stunt double.
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
about this shot. I also don't know or care about any of that. I'm not one to like analyze. A
I also
photo.
don't give
I
a
was just
shit.
like, let's analyze the
There it
photo
is.
from
There-
the
there's-
behind the scene
there's the
footage to
Batmobile.
see. Yeah.
That looks cool. as
That's-
hell.
I will say, people were like, "Oh, it's kind of like regular," but the back of the car is like a fucking jet engine.
Well, yeah, it's just an engine and his seat is in front of it. Is that all it is? It's like, all right.
Because you're too Batman, okay?
But-
Lucius
It's a
pretty
Fox
cool- that's a pretty cool looking
Is in the
bat suit.
R&D department right now, figuring stuff out. He'll get back
it
to
looks
us in
like
the
he
sequel.
spent a lot more time on the bat suit.
You gotta start with
Yeah.
the suit, right?
We saw too like
Kinda
the
silly.
logo's made out of like the
Really-
gun supposedly
Allegedly,
that Chill
yeah.
killed his parents with, which is
Did
like
you see that?
Jesus,
No, I didn't see that.
It's
Yeah.
literally,
Oh,
it's
yeah. It's
literally
it's like two halves of a gun that make the bat logo.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah,
cool and
supposedly it's-
stupid at
yeah.
the same
Yeah,
time.
supposedly it's the gun that Joe
I
kind
get
of
it.
dumb. Yeah.
used. So
Cue
anyway.
up that picture, please. Ryan needs to see it.
And
That's in the other
me see the
picture that
chest
they were
gun
talking
there.
about. Let him see
Not
the
there.
chest gun, please.
Can I see the
chest
chest
Let him
gun.
see the- let him
chest
see the
gun.
chest
Kind of like
gun,
Dick
please.
Gun from TTT, except
Please.
it's chest gun.
Just Google Batman chest
Chest gun. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, so it's like pieces of a gun.
So like, you can see the middle, like it doesn't meet.
I feel like there was a.
No, I
there
mean,
was
that looks
I mean,
like a
those are
barrel.
two-
Look right there.
Yeah.
No, those are the grips.
Those are the grips.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
These are where you hold the gun.
There's
Oh.
like
split in
there's
half.
like a better.
Zoom
shot.
in hands, please.
Look at that
Thank
chin.
you. Look, it's quite a chin.
Look at that chin.
Yeah.
He's got dots on his
So then it
chin.
gets-
more like Affleck.
Then he just like squished the gun.
I Yeah, I don't see gun. That
You can't
much
see
there.
the handle?
It's the gun. It's like imagine extending this way and making the rest of a pistol.
I mean, I see how you could look at that and go, I bet it's a gun. Maybe.
yeah.
Well, it's very clearly a gun. What else would it be?
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Well, that's a
It's
very
either,
clearly a gun.
it's either a shitty logo or it's a gun.
Because again, there's
How is
nothing.
that very clearly a gun?
There's two halves. Two halves, Ryan.
No, I get that. It's a gun that you flayed open,
Yes.
like a chicken breast.
I mean, it's clearly
Okay.
that.
But
I mean,
that's what you're saying. But I mean, this doesn't look that much like a gun handle.
that's the bottom.
Wait, you just said it was the gun handle.
No,
Yes.
I mean, it's like.
Okay, make up your damn mind. Jack's saying yes. You're saying no.
You're saying it's the barrel. I think it's the grip.
That's the
Grip. No,
Yeah.
it's the grip.
Yeah.
It's the bottom.
That doesn't look at all like a grip.
Bang, 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 bang. I don't know.
There's a
That's
trigger.
not what the shape
That's
of
a
a gun
trigger.
handle is.
Boom.
He melted it, Ryan. It's all melted up.
This is the exact
He's a man who's a bat
The mugger went up and
fights
was
the
like,
Joker.
"Hey, Batman parents."
He's gonna be like, fuck you, Joaquin Phoenix.
I mean,
Bang,
his,
bang.
his
Give it
parents
a
were killed when he
Bang,
was a
bang.
kid. It would have been a fucking wood-handled revolver, not a modern.
Not if it takes place in 10.
True.
Then they wouldn't be married. They
Then
would
he'd
be married.
be-
They would have been murdered in 2000.
Okay.
We need Batman's got to get out of the 50s.
Then why is he driving the muscle car?
I mean, muscle cars exist now.
That kind of car is more dated from the previous eras.
Yeah,
Let's
but
get
like,
to
if
Batman.
you get a car like that now,
He's still
then that's a
figuring himself out.
classic.
So you think Batman's concerned with classic?
I'm just saying, clearly the movie takes place now.
That's fair.
That's not the 80s or the 70s.
Jackie, I'm not loud today. Thank you.
Yeah, you are.
Dang.
I mean, I'm
bold
I
to
am
write
too.
that in the chat and then
Really,
sit.
that is.
While she stares
Across
the
the room.
man in his.
Look at that.
Look at the back. Look at the
Yeah,
back of the
that's
car.
cool.
It's all like.
It's like, hey, do you need to disable the car? Shoot it here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's unprotected. There's no armor.
Yeah.
You're not
It's
wrong.
more like, you like my tiny pee-pee?
That is a sweet ass look at that.
Look at my car.
I don't know. That
Cyber car.
I'm pretty sure someone in my
could just be a
neighborhood,
giant fleshlight on the
somebody
back.
in my neighborhood owns that car
I
and
mean,
they
you
drive
can see
around
right
at
here
3
the
a.m.
neon. The way I made it appear again. That was
The
awesome.
off-topic logo is actually just two guns.
It is.
But now-
You finally noticed?
So then, like, you
Is that
can
10
technically
cylinders, or-
shoot. in the
It's
back of
actually-
his head?
Tinny
Oh yeah,
tinny.
no, he's not at all protected.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's super.
It's
Guys,
got
it's
like a roll
covered
cage, and
in
that's about it.
kryptonite.
Also,
will it
stealthy
jump?
approach.
Can he press a button and all the armor pops up?
Oh no,
and
it's
then
just got
Joker's
hydraulics,
people-
so it just.
You do push a button and it splits. And then
true,
the
and
little
then he's a
parts.
motorcycle.
And then you can fit. No, it's not a motorcycle. It's just like Batman 2, where it's skinny and you
Oh,
can
yeah,
just
yeah,
drive
yeah,
through an
yeah.
alley.
Well, the body of the car is made out of the pavement in which his parents died on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's still, it has the chalk outline.
Yeah, just right under.
Oh god. Anyway,
Batman.
we should stop.
Should we?
Yeah, it's 4:20.
Oh, I get it. Jack Scott places to be.
I got blazes to be.
Oh,
weed.
Damn, dude.
Weed.
Devil's lettuce.
I do need a diet
Jackie's
Coke.
laughing. She's high.
Yeah, she's
High as
so
a kite.
fucked
What
up.
happens at 420?
She's
kite.
just got a fucking not a breathalyzer. What's the name of the thing? The
Vape?
no vaporizer. Is it just called a vaporizer?
What's your question?
The thing that you
I
put,
don't-
it's like it's like a balloon you put on top and you inhale it. And is it a vaporizer? I
What
think
the fuck are you talking about?
you know what I'm talking about.
A
All you
bong.
fucking potheads out there.
Are you talking about a vape? A volcano?
I don't-
That's a vape. The base thing?
Yeah, and you put the balloon on it and it fills up the balloon. I remember when I lived in LA, the guys I lived with had one.
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they would like inhale it and like
That
they
is
get
a vape.
They get
That's
balloons?
before
You say vape now,
was
people
like
have one thing
little
in-
pocket
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Back in the day, Jack's naming brands here with Volcano.
I think it was called
you can
Volcano.
like vape into like a balloon or like a bag and then just fucking carry it around.
Yeah, and then
Walk
you just
around with a
inhale it.
balloon.
That
I mean,
is
ideally, you wouldn't walk around like town.
Fucking put it up here. Let's see this thing.
Show us that volcano. Jack
vape.
was always getting high out of. It's not a bong. Totally
God.
different, and that is just
yeah.
smoke in a bong. I know.
So, wait, so it's
a balloon.
still vapor? It's steam.
It's vapor.
But it was like, yeah, it would like vaporize it into a bag and then
So
you
you
inhale
put
it's
it.
like
the,
smoke,
you
but
put
it's
the
not.
high air. Juice.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's what they had.
That looks like something that should have
It's called a
candy in it.
volcano.
And no, it is. And then you take it off and you put like a straw attachment in it
Yeah.
or whatever.
And
I
then
think
you
you
could
just
just
breathe it
walk
in.
around,
And
then
your voice
Jack
gets
would just,
really high.
Jack would just float away.
Yeah, I'm just ascend.
Ryan is fascinated and a little disturbed.
But what? How do you?
You put the
What
drugs
goes
down
in the-
here.
You put the drugs.
Yeah, but what
somewhere
does it
in
do to
here,
the drugs?
It makes them
It
super hot.
vaporizes them.
Heats them.
You don't just vaporize something.
I don't
You
know
have
how
to
it
make
works.
it.
Yeah, they do
It
in science
did.
shows all the time.
Volcano disagrees with you, Ryan, because there it is.
I mean, you can turn it, I guess, into vapor, but vaporizing means you're just like atomizing it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
How the
you
fuck do you do
atomize
that
it
to-
to-
I don't
to
know.
Vapor.
Let's get one on the podcast and figure out how they work.
Who in broadcast has a volcano? Bring it
Yeah,
on
bring
over
it up.
here. We know you,
Who's
you
got it?
sick fucks.
Patrick,
Bring
you got
it
your
on
you got a
out.
volcano. Michael, who's got one? Tyler, Nick, anyone? Bring it on to Eric's probably got
Eric's
one.
not here. He's vaping right
He's
now.
vaping right now.
He's walking. That's why
Jackie,
he's always walking around
Jackie,
with
do you have a vape?
Put the bag down.
Bring the volcano,
Put the balloon
Jackie.
down. She's floating away.
There we go. All the marketing department is getting super wasted over there.
She just admitted it. She said
Ugly
yes.
humidifier is what some people are saying.
That's a lava
I don't,
lamp.
I don't get it. I don't get how you turn weed into vapor.
They figured it
airbag.
out. They make it hot.
I guess so. I don't.
Unless it was just
I never,
like
I never tried it, so I don't know if the air was like super hot or what. But it's like, all right.
tried it.
I would 100% admit I did it. I did it. So,
Guy knew.
anyway.
No, there are
the
places
name
you can
brand.
go in the U.S. now where
I
it'd be
didn't know the
totally
brand.
legal.
Yeah.
I was about to go to
still
one of
is.
I
them.
know. We almost went to two of them. Washington and
Jack
California.
was like, warm up the volcano.
Get the volcano ready.
Still federally illegal.
Jack's coming in.
I'm about to drop in.
Anyway, it's not 420
I don't
anymore,
understand.
No,
the
we
science.
are 3 minutes late.
God damn it.
It
All we had
vaporizes
are-
the THC. Okay, and the plant matter's left behind. See, that makes sense now.
Science.
That's exactly what we said.
You didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
That's true.
But the point is,
Distilled.
it vaporized it, and then you inhale the vapor.
Yeah.
I
I didn't explain the
don't-
science. I
don't
just
get-
said what it
I
did.
wanted to understand the science. Like, how does that work? How do you just take a lump of plant shit and turn it into a cloud
Heat.
Yeah, that's
without
what we
making
do.
smoke? Because you were very clear. It wasn't smoke.
It's not smoke.
It's like
Because
humidity.
smoke, you're like vapor. You're like,
Like, ooh.
and
Jack
then you,
did when he didn't
And then you
use
get
it.
pneumonia.
I know.
Yeah.
heats the oil out of the weed.
There you go. Boom.
Okay.
All caps. Vape is using liquid version of weed,
know how that
Ryan.
works.
Well, that's what modern vapes do. That was like
Canada, it's cheap.
That was back
drugs.
before
that
they
was
had the little
some kind of like
guys.
cotton candy bag on
It
top
did look
of
like
a
a cotton candy bag. That's
Yeah,
correct.
that's what it crunched up like one too. So, anyway,
Don't do drugs.
12-hour stream next week and go watch it.
You're like taking drugs right now for your teeth.
You're on drugs.
Yes.
You're literally on
But They're
drugs.
prescribed.
So, what
Those
if you
are
have
the worst
medical
ones.
marijuana?
Can I? Have some?
Oh, then yes, take your
Yeah, you
take your
owe us
medical
all.
Yeah, we
marijuana.
gotta share. Did you bring it up for the class?
Jack's got a cavity. You heard him.
Yeah,
Give
it was
him,
not- it was
give
good.
him
I
the
got
shit.
2 cavities.
Give him the shit.
You guys are like,
That'd be great.
We'll all be siege champions.
I won the whole thing.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. We love you.
Thank you.